you know how it goes. It's early in the morning.
Yeah.
How that is. Hello everybody. Live stream. I guess I need to probably go on X and let people know that I'm doing a surprise stream.
Yeah, let me
I
do
guess we'll
that too.
let people know that we're doing a live stream right quick. Hold on. How the hell you damn share a link? Well, not actual link, but you know what I mean. Lord have mercy. Oh, that reminds me. There was some person on my page trying to copyright strike me because that Jessica Drew pregnant short I did.
What?
Apparently, when I was editing, I was taking various pictures of Jessica Drew pregnant, and I was saying how it doesn't work or whatever. And because the person didn't agree with because the person didn't agree with what I was saying, but because when I plucked up some pictures, I plucked up a collection of pictures and I plucked their picture. And I posted it, and I guess the way it showed that particular drawing. It was like maybe 4 seconds. You really didn't notice the picture unless you like really paused at it. And YouTube put it on there. Now, I can't control the shorts because those are the shorts. They're not going to let me edit the shorts like that because they're shorts.
Yeah.
So the person like did like a copyright strike against me, but I appealed it and I won the appeal because I'm like, no, because even though you own that drawing, you don't own Jessica Drew. It's a Marvel character. So technically I can take your drawing and still criticize it and stuff like that. I said the only reason why you're doing this right now is because it got a lot of views and you think that you owe some kind of money or whatever. That's not how this works. That's not how that works because I can criticize your work till this day. You can't sit up here and say that I'm not allowed to criticize your picture because it still falls under what I'm criticizing. I'm criticizing Jessica Drew being pregnant. You drew Jessica Drew pregnant. Guess what? That's part of my criticism. Talking about because I don't agree with what you're saying. You cannot agree with what I'm saying. That doesn't mean that you're allowed to copyright strike me because I'm not stealing any of your work because I never claimed that it was my work to steal. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand why you think that you could just come in here and copyright strike me because apparently they was asking me, can I take the video down? I was like, no, I can take the video down because you don't own Jessica Drew. And I never claimed that this was my drawing, So got mad because they lost the battle talking about I should be ashamed of myself because I'm stealing people's artwork. What? I'm not stealing anybody's artwork. Your artwork is posted on the internet, and newsflash, people are allowed to take people's drawings and criticize it regardless of the comic book industry or my drawings. And then she was trying to say because I drew a picture of Goku, and how would you feel if somebody stole your Goku picture and start criticizing it? Well, I don't own Goku, so as long as they're not selling it, I have no problem with what they do with my picture because they're not selling it. Now, if I see it being sold, then I can say something because I did draw that picture, but I didn't steal your drawing and claimed it as my own. I took your drawing to criticize my point. Like, get out of here with all that nonsense.
There are some people, I swear.
Yeah.
They need to study up on the laws.
I'm doing it because
they need to get off fucking TikTok and actually look into laws that act. I don't know, man. I mean, I thought it'd be common sense, but then again,
and it's crazy because it's just like the person wasn't even active on social media, hasn't been active in a long time. So you're not even active on social media, but then you coming out of nowhere and bothering me about coming over here bothering me about I use your drawing because somebody had told them that their drawing was on one of my videos. Okay, and
it reminds me of when I saw my dude Carmen's art on some streamers on some streamers thumbnail, and I showed it to him, and it was like, bro, this is so cool. They're actually using your art as a thumbnail, and we were both like having a good laugh about that. Like, you should be fucking honored, you know. And it wasn't like, and I'm not trying to say like, no, dude, we weren't, there was no bad blood or anything. We thought that was pretty awesome, like, because the guy works super super hard on his skill, on his craft,
Mm-hmm.
and for it to be, you know, used as a thumbnail by some random guy, that's cool, and that's just, you know, it wasn't malicious or anything. This was pure fun. You know, of course, you know, you clickbait. Obviously, you want to, you know, you show some sexy women, female characters. You know, people are gonna come in. But either way, man, that's a huge honor. Like, man, they actually thought that was good enough to use as a thumbnail, and
Right.
just you know, just for their gaming stream or whatever the hell they were doing at the time.
Why is it not tagging you correctly? Hold on. I'm trying to figure out why this thing ain't tagging you correctly.
Because I'm a public enemy. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't understand why Twitter's doing that.
They saw that I was criticized. I had to make 3 parts of a criticism video about Spider-Man. So they're crying right now. Happy belated International Men's Day.
Hopefully it'll tag you correctly. We'll hope for the best. All right, hold on. I'm trying to hashtag all that bullshit, live stream, YouTube, all that nonsense. Okay. Yoo-hoo. All right, post. Hopefully it tags you. If not, you'll have to do it on your Twitter, because I don't know what the fuck going on. That's how you know I'm not even on Twitter enough, because it'd be like funny when I get arguments or whatever, and people will be like saying maybe you should go outside and stop being on social media. I'm like, the cat calling kettle. Like, are you kidding me? The only reason why I don't even see these notifications until later, and then I reply later. If I replied to you weeks or hours ago, that means clearly I'm not online that much. What are you talking about? I was like, yeah, I'm sure I am so interactive on Twitter that I have such a big following. I barely get any interactions on my social media accounts because I'm not on social media. I think you completely missed the whole point of me working full time. But sure, if it helps you feel better. Like some people were trying to call me Comics Gator because I was defending the Comics Code of Authority. I said I'd rather live in the Comics Code of Authority era than the 2020 era, because even with the Comics Code of Authority, they were able to still tell good stories, and even sometimes they went even around the code to tell great stories, because it was about telling good stories first and foremost. 2020s, they allowed them to do whatever they want with these characters, and what's happening? Stores are closing at a rapid pace. These writers and creators are begging for money. They can barely sell these characters like they used to. They have to rely on Batman, Superman. Oh no, Batman and Spider-Man. And maybe some movies to get some kind of sales, maybe. And that's barely. But no. Comics Code of Authority completely was worse than whatever era we got going on now. Sure. All right. That's why you can't name any iconic runs in the 2020s over the 1970s. Everybody know more runs in the 1970s than they do in today's time. It is what it is. Let's see. Hello, people who joined me. Yay, Arcana coming out season 2. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Arcana season 2.
Yeah, they finally announced it.
That's a fucking anime thing, right?
Yeah. With the Jinx girl and the redheaded sister, and yeah, that's about it.
I'll be honest, I haven't watched the first one. That's not League of Legends. That's something else.
Yeah, I think it is League of Legends.
It's League of Legends. Okay. Yeah. Look, I'm not. I already exposed myself. I know. I'm not into League of Legends like that.
No, I mean, look, I'm not in it myself. So when people are trying to tell me the history, I'm like, I don't care. I don't care.
Look, the only thing I know was that Fox Girl, and that's it.
Yeah, right. I mean, the animation's cool. That's about all I got for you. I'm glad I didn't get it. I'm glad I didn't get Marvel Spider-Man 2. I'm glad you didn't get it neither, and I didn't get it neither. Like I told people I can miss out on it. No, it's Spider-Man, and I can miss out on it. Like
Yeah,
it is not that important to me. What's going on, Christian? Victor, bro, it's insane amount of disrespect fuckery they keep doing to Spider-Man,
yeah.
Peter Parker, comics, TV shows, now video games, bro. Like these people doing with Spider-Man. I mean, they've been messing with Peter since One More Day, and that's Joe Quesada ass fault. Ever since he broke that, they realized that they can fuck up Peter Parker so much, so much, and it's Joe Quesada's fault for doing One More Day, because the writers, for some reason, everybody at Marvel didn't like Mary Jane and Peter Parker being together. I don't know why. It is annoying because for almost damn near 30 years they were married. At some point, you bitches gotta grow the fuck up. If the fans like it, then shut the hell up. I never quite understood a company upset that the fans like something that's making them money, and they said, let's destroy that shit and let's keep destroying it.
Well, I mean, the guy who made a direct I'm sorry, who made the decision to put in the MJ scenes for Spider-Man 2 summarizes up completely what they think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we thought about not adding her scenes in there, but really we wanted to improve upon them and add them and just basically say screw the fans.
Yeah, yeah, and he admitted that.
Yeah, he said the quiet part out loud.
Yeah, and it's crazy how some people was like, no, you don't, no, yes, he did. He said it. He said the shit out loud. He said what we've been trying to tell you guys for years, you know?
Yeah, and Omega, I'm only playing Japanese games now. Look, I love Japanese games. I'm mainly playing indie games too. That Japanese or indie. That's it. I don't. That's the reason why I got the Steam Deck, is because other than having the mods, and I do truly believe that it is the next gen console. Well, I shouldn't say next gen. It's the I'm sorry, current gen console more so than PlayStation and Xbox. Uh, I'm having a lot of fun with it, bro. So that's what I'm doing with that. And y'all heard about Moon Knight? Look, man,
They
I don't.
killed off
I
Moon
saw
Knight and
something,
replaced
but
him
I
for a
don't know
black
much
woman.
about it.
That's what they did. They killed They killed the original Moon Knight off and replaced him with a black female, and she's gonna be Moon Knight
Is
for
she
a little
lesbian?
bit. Just until they bring him back. And what they're gonna do is they're gonna bring back the diverse version of Mark Spector. So Mark's no longer gonna be white with red hair. He's gonna look like Oscar Isaac, because Moon Knight, apparently his race doesn't matter anymore. So even though he's a white Jewish man, no, let's make him a Latino Colombiana man instead, because that's the same thing as a white Jewish redheaded man. It's completely the same. That's what
Yeah,
it is. Yep.
yeah. That's the reason why they can enjoy their $70 AAA games that are unpolished and unfinished. Meanwhile, me and Omega got the same mindset. Playing some good Eastern games, indie as well, and having a lot more fun with that. I mean, y'all can enjoy your realistic graphics and all that shit. I'm cool. I'll take my
Mhm.
stylized graphics instead because they want to hang on. Blue Wind because they want to write themselves and they have sheep that clap for it. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
And
Uh,
newsflash, to this day, Spider-Man Web of Shadows is better than Marvel Spider-Man 2. Kiss my ass. Yep.
oh,
Sure
do
did.
you?
I said it. I said it.
Oh my God! Did you see that? Did you see that poll that someone held and it had like
Uh-uh.
over 209,000 votes? Like which
Mm-mm.
Spider-Man is the best Spider-Man? Dude, people were literally saying Insomniac Spider-Man is the best one out of Ultimate and Web of Shadows.
Oh,
I'm like,
please.
I'm like, no. I'm like, no.
Because they talk about that graphics, but that they talk about the graphics and some of the improved gameplay. But come on now, what Spider-Man game? I've never seen a Spider-Man game with a big map before, where instead of swinging around the city, they asses make you glide. Like, are you guys kidding me right now? You really trying to sit up here and say that was an amazing thing? First off, most of the suits in Spider-Man 2 suck. They got rid of half of the gadgets that was interesting. What then they added the spider arms on Peter Parker because reasons, even though Peter wouldn't even use those arms. That's superior Spider-Man. So if you was going to try to do that storyline, that didn't make any logical sense. And on top of that, we've played several Spider-Man games that have shown you the difference between Peter Parker Spider-Man and Peter Parker symbiote Spider-Man. And yet, for some reason, y'all couldn't get that together. Design, most of the designs are ugly. Peter Parker's ugly. Mary Jane Watson's ugly. Miles' haircut is ugly. What
the Adidas suit for Miles?
Y'all couldn't even get his home flag right.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Right, that doesn't make any damn logical sense. Really? So I thought he was Puerto Rican, because apparently y'all decided he was Cuban. Then not only that, then you bitches actually made up some different Spanish. Y'all are coming up with brand new Spanish words now.
Latin,
y'all are doing broken Spanish. Y'all are doing broken Spanish in the game, and you're trying to tell me that when people criticize that they're racist? No, absolutely not. Look, newsflash: Spanish is a gender language.
Yep.
It's a masculine and a feminine language. That's it. There is no non-binary, non-conformity bullshit. Stop it. This is weird. Latinx. Why the fuck is Latinx in Spider-Man?
Because
I should never see that word. I should never see that word.
Oh, and that's my boy.
And anything, and then on top of that, y'all nerf Rio, because ain't no way in the world a real Puerto Rican woman would have allowed broken Spanish be taught in front of her unless the person was learning Spanish. But no, y'all are literally breaking Spanish apart.
Yeah,
to try to be like, oh, this is the new way of saying a word or whatever. No, that's not how Spanish works. That language is older than all of us. We are not about to sit up here and change the word around in the United States just because some white people want to try to feel like they're Captain Save-A-Ho. No, save your ass somewhere else with that bullshit. That is weird. I don't speak Spanish, but I understand Spanish because I took 4 years of Spanish. So the only good thing about that is I can understand you. I just can't speak the shit back to you. But even I was like, wait, hold on. What the fuck did he just say? Hold on.
You're speaking of Tex-Mex Spanish. That's what they're doing.
even in texting, there's correct way. There's male and feminine versions. Especially if I'm talking to a female, I talk in the feminine tone with her. If I'm talking to a male, you talk masculine with that. I just, oh my Lord, have mercy. What was that?
Dude,
shit? What the hell was that shit? And y'all had never talk about Spider-Man 2 is one of the greatest. No, it's really not. It's really not. I had more fun replaying Web of Shadows and Ultimate Spider-Man than anything else. And then on top of that, how you do a Venom arc where you only get what, about 10 minutes with Venom, but you get about maybe like
an hour or two with Mary Jane.
You get like 2 to 3 hours of Mary Jane, Mary ma'am. And then on top of that, she can defeat Craven Hunter's Hunter Prey easily.
But she was trained by Sable. She was trained by Sable.
Hey, you better go see Godzilla shortly. Oh, I want to see Godzilla too.
I'm thinking about that. I might do it tonight.
I want to go see it. What's going on, Prince? Yes, it has been a while.
Yeah, Web of Shadows
gave me an aneurysm.
Still far better.
Neff, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I don't blame you, because even when I heard that, I was like, wait, hold on, because I can, like I said, I can understand Spanish. I just can't speak it back to you. So when I heard them speaking, I was like, wait, hold on, what? Even my non-speaking Spanish ass was like, what is this? What is this?
Freaking out like,
my brain was in the middle of processing and was like, wait, hold on, whoa, stop the press. Go back to the Spanish books.
Fuck, go back. Press the button.
Like the brain was searching for. Wait, now hold on. I don't remember these. I don't remember these words sounding like this.
Peter.
Oh yeah.
Why you gotta run with that blue wind?
The Call of Duty devs are upset that Christopher Judge called them out. Like my speech was longer than Call of Duty's campaign. And what? He's telling the truth. You can be mad all you want to. He's telling the truth.
Who? I mean, I'll be honest. Why are people still buying Call of Duty?
That's what I'm saying. 4 hours, 4 hours for a glorified DLC. That's the thing that's killing me, and that's the problem with gamers in general, and that's the problem that I have with these YouTuber skills is that because you bitches get the games first, y'all want to try to shield and stuff like that because you don't want to really say the loud part out loud. It's my major beef that I have with the Pokemon community. Every new Pokemon game come out recently in the past couple of years has been hot shit, and yet the Pokemon community shields who get the games first, who don't have to pay for them, they will hype these hoes up, knowing that these games are glitchy, knowing that they're terrible, and then they will also buy the DLC that costs $30 to $40. I'm not paying $30 to $40.
That's a whole new game right there.
DLC when the game is $60 or $80 to $70. That's the problem with in order for games to stop being what they are right now, we got to stop buying it. And I'm sick and tired of every cycle. It is every cycle that these video game YouTubers will shield for the video game, knowing talking about, well, the last game was terrible and it had glitch or whatever, but this year, oh my god, did you see the graphics? Fuck the graphics.
But it has half the Pokemon.
Fuck the graphics. And it's not even just Pokemon. It's all of them. Fuck it. It's like, I'm just being honest. Fuck all of it. The reason why I'm saying it is because every year y'all say the same shit, and every year we get the game and it's a disappointment, and then y'all try to make videos and then try to justify it. No, stop justifying it. This shit was lame. It is okay to say that. It is okay not to buy the next Pokemon game. It is okay not to buy the next Call of Duty game. It is okay not to buy Last of Us Part 3 or Marvel Spider-Man 3 or Marvel's Wolverine or Marvel's Blade or Marvel Captain America Black Panther game or Marvel's Iron Man. It is okay. It is okay to not buy it. But to tell people that they're wrong for having opinions, like even some people trying to defend the Suicide Squad Kill Justice League. No, they fucked us over. They said the quiet part out loud, and now because they put a few new graphics onto it, oh my god, this looks amazing. Or I'm only buying the game for Kevin Conroy. Bitch, please go buy Batman the Animated Series if you need that. You do not need a video game with Kevin Conroy's last voice lines. For what? The game has to always be online. Do y'all not understand? Do y'all not understand that the game needs to be online all the time in order to play it? So that means if they ever shut down the server, you can't play the game no more. That is a problem. That is a problem. And then y'all trying to justify Deadshot being black. Then you're trying to justify the reason why Wonder Woman isn't possessed, because I'm sorry, Batman would never have been possessed by a Brainiac. And you want to know why? Because they played the storyline several times over in the comic books. And guess what? Batman usually is the last one standing because he already has a contingency plan against everything. So how could Batman be easily wrapped around, possessed by Brainiac, but Wonder Woman is not? And then the bitch looked like Wonder Man. Like, she looks like a fucking trans. Why would Wonder Woman be wearing armored chest plate, a cape over her shoulder, and then baggy pants and boots? What? Who the fuck is this shit for?
I haven't seen that. I'll be honest. I just know
You
that.
haven't seen, you haven't seen Wonder Woman's outfit? Oh,
No. I mean, like the Suicide Squad. If there was a new one, I
yeah,
haven't.
the new trailer showed where Batman's going to be using Scarecrow's fear toxin, and of course, and guess what they're doing? The Suicide Squad are literally shooting guns, and I'm thinking to myself, first off, there's a problem because there's 4 Suicide Squad members and there's 6 Justice League members that they got to take down. Okay, but y'all are you? But what? Harley Quinn, Captain Boomerang, Deadshot, King Shark. There's no superpowered being. Amanda Waller would have been smarter than that. She
Yeah.
would have had characters that can actually go against these characters.
Yep.
Like, hello, newsflash, read Justice League versus Suicide Squad, and they'll show you how smart Amanda Waller was because she knew how to capture the Justice League, and she had people that can go against the Justice League. Besides Harley Quinn, that was pushing it. That was pushing it. Harley Quinn was made for Wonder Woman. Please get out of here with that bullshit.
So
But other than that,
they have an offline story mode for Suicide Squad. They have that. So my question is, since they have that, what can't you access other than clearly the online? How do they compensate?
Yeah, but
Because
again, we don't. I mean, again, it's going to be like Marvel's Avengers. So okay, the storyline is offline. Wow, and what we already saw what happened when we get offline story modes from games like this. It's barely nothing. While we're running around trying to level up the characters to do what? To do what? To do what? Nothing. Nothing. The game is not exciting. On top of that, the game you decided to do a Suicide Squad game over a Superman game, over a Flash game, over Green Lantern, over Aquaman, over anybody. You decided to do a Suicide Squad game. Hell, I would have preferred y'all working on fucking Gotham Knights if that was the fucking case. Because
this is Rocksteady, right?
Yeah, Rocksteady. It would have at least justified the reason why we haven't seen a game in a while, because you was working on Gotham Knight, which I believe if we had Gotham Knights and it was a sequel to Arkham Knight, we would have had a better game than that because they already pulled the formula.
Yeah,
we could have easily got a Red Hood game, something.
Yeah,
give me something. But this is stupid. The Suicide Squad isn't even that interesting, and then the characters that they pick are not that damn powerful. You can't pick Harley Quinn, Deadshot, Captain Boomerang, King Shark, and then most of their main attacks are them shooting and jumping around the city. That's it. You're gonna have to give me something better than that. You're going to have to give me something better than that. Yes, and live services is stupid. And yes, David Zaslav said that he was going to focus. He wanted WB Games to focus more on that bullshit. No, please, God, no, don't. I beg. Please, God, no, don't. I beg.
I mean, I understand they have a lot of debt to clear out, but the thing is, you're putting yourself more into debt by just doing the fucking live services instead of actually focusing on creating a game that's better than Arkham City. I'm just saying, maybe I'm dating myself.
My thing is, okay, you're in debt, but then every decision that David Zaslav have made besides the Batgirl decision had been him ignoring money. You knew damn well people was excited about Henry Cavill from Black Adam. You should have pushed Man of Steel 2 out.
Period. I would have. Yep, I would have done that.
In a conversation, I would have fast-tracked Man of Steel 2 immediately. I don't care what other movie was coming. I don't care what was in the slate. Man of Steel 2 would have been fast-tracked immediately. As soon as Henry Cavill walked out on that screen at the end of Black Adam, there should have been, okay, Man of Steel 2 should have been coming out at least towards the end of this year or in the beginning of next year. That's it. That's what should have been happening. And we would have fast-tracked Ben Affleck's Batman movie. We would have definitely fast-tracked that as well. We would have been in the process of filming that shit too.
Like Ezra. Get Ezra out of the picture.
Yeah, Ezra should have been fired a long time ago because they had time. They had time to fire him. They had time to fire him. No matter what the reasoning was, they could have easily fired Ezra before all of this bullshit happened. Or
but they're fine with Johnny. Wait,
Ezra,
I'm sorry. That's Disney. I'm sorry, but no, they did do Johnny Depp wrong with
yeah, they
Fantastic.
did. Yeah,
Yeah.
both of them did Johnny Depp wrong. Both
Yep.
Disney and Warner Brothers did Johnny Depp wrong. So my thing is, if you wasn't gonna fire Ezra Miller, okay then. If you wasn't gonna fire Ezra Miller, when Super Bowl came out and you showed that Flash trailer for the Super Bowl, the Flash should have came out that month, because you would have made more. You would have made the money because people was hyped about Michael Keaton's Batman, which they would have went to go see. Yeah, like you dummies didn't even think about that. So, like all the opportunities you had to make money, you lost it. You canceled Scooby-Doo. You canceled 2 Scooby-Doo specials that people was actually looking forward to. That's stupid. Then you canceled Coyote versus Acne, which that would have been fun because it was going back to the classic where we have live action actors interacting with cartoon characters. Love that. That would have been amazing to see that, because we haven't seen that shit since Looney Tunes Back in Action, and I'm not even talking about Space Jam 2 because that doesn't even count. Space Jam 2 doesn't even exist in my world.
Blue, right. You're right. You're right. I would that actually that should have been a tax write off. You're right. You're right.
Yeah. Space Jam 2 definitely should have been tax write off, because as soon as they replaced the original voice actor of Lola Bunny for Zendaya,
they did. Done.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't even know. All I saw was that it was LeBron James, and I was like, I don't want to see anything with LeBron.
No,
James.
they casted everybody. Everybody else came back except for the voice actor of Lola. Then they depressed her. They made sure that she wasn't appealing as a character. And you asked us to watch your movie. Why? That doesn't make logical sense. You know, they really are pushing the Suicide Squad. Yes. And what's crazy is everybody keep trying to sit up here and try to say, James Gunn's Suicide Squad. It failed. It don't matter how much you liked it. It failed. It failed. The fact that right now on Netflix, number 3 is the Suicide Squad. The David Ayer movie, the one that everybody talk about. Oh, it was trash. Really? So if it's trash, how come it keeps selling? Why do people prefer buying that Suicide Squad movie over the James Gunn Suicide Squad movie? Answer me that, please. Please, somebody in the chat, please tell me if Suicide Squad by David Ayer is so terrible. Why do people keep watching that movie? Why do they keep making merch for that version of the Suicide Squad? Why do DC and Warner Brothers keep selling that version of the Suicide Squad? Huh? Excuse me? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Who knows?
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I don't even know.
It's really the same time as people keep trying to tell me, oh, Man of Steel was a terrible Superman movie. We need Christopher Reeve Superman. Well, if that's the case, why does every time Man of Steel come out, why every time WB re-release Man of Steel it sells out? I'm just being honest.
I didn't like
Zack Snyder's such a terrible person, but how come every time they re-release Zack Snyder's movies and shows or whatever he's worked on, it sell out? I'm confused. I'm not trying to be mean, but everybody on social media, including the YouTubers who keep trying to say that it's Zack Snyder's fault that DCEU failed. No, it's not. It is the executives who kept interfering with his movies.
Yep.
Because they made the changes that you guys asked for. We want more of a lighthearted DC EU. It's too dark. Okay, great. We want more lighthearted adventures. Okay, they did that. Why you bitches didn't show up for it? And this is even from the popular YouTubers who were talking all that bullshit.
Which they're finally admitting the truth too, because their channels are facing a crisis.
Yeah, and even WB admitted Zack Snyder's DC movies actually did make the company money. No shit, Sherlock.
I mean, I would rather watch Man of Steel than Superman 2006. I don't hate Superman 2006, but I would much rather watch Superman. Man of Steel, and I like Man of Steel. Even
Yeah,
I'm more type of the guy who likes that slow pacing because it
and that's the
builds up
thing
to
too.
the
Everybody wanted Henry Cavill Superman to be just like Christopher Reeve Superman, where when we first see Christopher Reeve Superman, he's saving Lois Lane in the plane. I mean, in a helicopter from falling. And it's
yeah
just like, okay, but this is clearly an origin story. Like,
yes
go back and watch Superman the animated series. It took 4 episodes before we got Superman. You like y'all asking him, people were like, well, Smallville is better than Man of Steel because it had 10 seasons to grow Clark before he became Superman. You're
yeah
asking Zack Snyder to create an origin and also create a movie that's supposed to be the start of a brand new movie universe when his plan was actually to do a trilogy with Superman because y'all asked him to do a Superman trilogy first. Then you said, nah, screw that when he was in the middle of doing Man of Steel 2. Add Batman in it and add Wonder Woman because we also wanted to be a sequel to Man of Steel, an introduction for Batman, which is going to spin off into Justice League and a Wonder Woman solo movie, and
which
then we're
Justice
going to do Man of Steel 2.
which Justice League was originally supposed to come out 3 years ago.
Yeah, yeah, and it's crazy. It is crazy that people keep blaming Zack Snyder, but then when all of the Marvel movies have been failing lately, it's never the director's fault. It's Disney's fault. It's the executives at Disney's fault. Oh, really? Kind of like how it's the executives' fault at WB for the failure of DCEU. Well, no, it's Snyder's fault because Snyder decided to go in a darker tone with the DC
Yeah,
character.
he has all that power and sway to decide what goes where and everything, where the money. He's a director. Do
Yeah,
you know what a director does? I mean, it's literally in the job title, direct.
yeah. It's it's weird. It's the most weirdest thing ever. And then it was like, well, he threw geeks and gamers under the bus. Okay,
Yeah,
and
yeah, that's true.
like boo hoo. Geeks and gamers been throwing Zack Snyder under the bus beforehand too. So I mean, I'm just being honest. You want to talk tick for tack. I've watched Geeks and Gamers. All of them talk trash about Zack Snyder before before they decided let's raise this money because Zack Snyder's daughter died. So y'all was like, oh, okay, we're gonna raise this money. Oh, now because something tragic happened to him. But what if this tragedy never happened? Would you still have raised that money for him? I'm just being honest. You can't get mad that he did the same thing that y'all did to him. Ever since Man of Steel came out, y'all have been crapping on that man. What? Now you can't handle your own medicine? Now he's a bastard? Because the studio told him that he had to say it? What?
Yeah, you know, as much of a mess that was. I mean, I remember watching it live when that happened, and I was just like, look, let me just step away from all of this. I'm not trying to take like
Yeah.
the neutral path, but I'm stepping. It just seems like there's always something going on, and I'm just like, I'm not trying
Mhm.
to, I'm just trying to be entertained, man. I'm just trying to
No,
watch.
I
I'm
get
not,
it. I get it. I mean, I saw it too when it happened live, and I was just like, well, that's awkward. But I
yeah,
didn't feel like he was saying it in a malicious intent. I think he was just saying it because
because
he
the
was
corpos.
the corpos was saying it, and he
Yep,
was probably seeing it online a lot too. That before he was getting on, and remember he was contractually obligated to things with WB still
yep,
at the time.
yep,
So I mean, like y'all can get mad all y'all want to, but he still had to do a job and stuff like that. And at the end of the day, his job is going to come first. But it's not like he didn't thank y'all. It's not like he didn't say, hey, you guys are doing a good job or whatever. So it's not like he went in there and just was an asshole. He just said what he said, and then y'all can continue to stream. That was it. And he was very nice about everything. So it's not like he was a jackass because I've seen directors and writers on YouTubers channels and they're
yep,
complete jackasses.
yep,
You can get mad all you want to about what he did, but at least he wasn't a jackass. At least he was nice. He answered the questions as best he could. without, you know, crossing any lines, because again, still he was under contract.
Hmm.
And you know, he thanked the guys, he thanked the fans, he thanked everybody, even the people that he even said that even if you don't like me, I still thank you for all the love and support over the years. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest.
Yeah, I mean, it
And
gets messy real quick, especially. And here's the thing too: you gotta think of like this. Okay, take out Zack Snyder, but say like for example, Angry Joe and all of them when they get
yeah,
into their little spats with each other. That's some of the stuff that what's his name? Was it Razor Fist? I think Razor Fist even acknowledged that like in the what goes on in the background, people are so cool with each other after all that stuff.
yeah,
So you know, it's like you know, I'm just like I'm not trying to play like devil's advocate or anything. It's just like this is stuff that goes on usually with entertainment, with either to a large or small degree. Really,
mm-hmm,
it's just like some kind of cycle from what I've seen. Now
right.
maybe I'm a dumbass and people don't disagree with me. That's fine and everything, but that's what it seems like to me. It just seems like it's like this internal politics, but you know, not to the degree where, you know, say if it was a corporation or whatever.
And then what's crazy is if all you doing was kind of proving what some of the people were saying about y'all, because what y'all did for weeks after that, it was nothing but bashing Snyder. I've never seen a director bash so frequently as much as I've seen Zack Snyder. They swear up and down like he's the worst thing of ever. But some of the people that y'all was defending, those directors and writers been sexually molesting people, been saying James Gunn. I don't care. It's true. We know James Gunn did some shady shit. We know all these directors have done. Nobody can really say anything bad about Snyder. Some of his takes might be, you know, whatever, and I don't agree with everything the man says, but you know, y'all act like this man done raped, killed, groomed people or whatever, said inappropriate jokes or anything, which he hasn't. But for some reason, he's the bad guy. But people like James Gunn, you know, Josh Whedon, because they gave a few good movies and shows, they're the gods. They're the goats. Yes, Omega, people do just suck off James Gunn because of his Guardians of the Galaxy. And that's crazy that people keep talking about, well, James Gunn's Guardians of the Galaxy was good.
I
Yes,
didn't like the
but
movie.
without context. There is always context to that. The reason why James Gunn's Guardians of the Galaxy was good, because Marvel had already did about 8 movies up until then.
Yeah.
That was proven successful. If Guardians of the Galaxy came out before Avengers, the movie wouldn't have done good. Y'all can say yes, no, it wouldn't. It would have probably did the same as Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, there was a different tone shift before and after Avengers.
Yeah,
That much is clear.
and you know
You
what?
can't tell me different because I remember 2007 Iron Man when that came out. That was a lot darker than Iron Man 3 and whatever else that's that's after Avengers, because they were showing stuff that that modern Marvel would never show.
Mm-hmm. And it's honestly the detriment of James Gunn is the reason why we got goofy Marvel. It was his fault. The reason why all of the movies start becoming more silly, because they saw the success of Guardians of the Galaxy without understanding that each Marvel movie was a standalone on its own. Most of the MCU movies past phase 2, because phase 3 half the movies starting to look like knockoff derivatives of Guardians of the Galaxy. And I said that a long time ago, but everybody was like, you know. You know what I'm saying? So really, we're really trying to praise James Gunn for what? Screwing up the characters, because he did the same thing with Peacemaker. That everybody was like,
Uh,
"Oh my god, Peacemaker is so amazing. The Suicide Squad is so amazing." Yet the characters act nothing like themselves, and yet people who only know the characters from the movies and shows, well, you don't know what you're talking about. I do, because I read these characters. So you're not going to sit up here and try to tell me that these characters are in line with themselves. They may wear some of the costumes that the characters have, and they might have the name, but they don't act like anything. Because I was highly disappointed with Star-Lord. And I think I probably said that plenty of times. When I saw Guardians of the Galaxy, I did not like the take on Star-Lord, because they literally made him a goofy jackass that nobody respects. And that's not the Star-Lord I remember, because remember, I don't know if you remember, Marvel had that event, the Annihilation Wave, and then they had that new Guardians of the Galaxy run at the same time before the movie started. So
Damn,
if
that
you
was a
was reading,
while though. Shit.
yeah, but if you was reading that, you knew the Guardians of the Galaxy was a serious team. And then on top of that, they had a couple of months ago, they had aired that episode of Avengers Earth Mightiest Heroes with the Guardians of the Galaxy, where they were this solid team. They were very serious and everything. And then you get to Guardians of the Galaxy, the movie, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Who is this?
Yeah.
Who is this team? So don't sit up here and try to tell me how wrong I am about these characters. It's the same, like, no, these,
especially with Drax Destroyer.
Oh my
god,
I
think that was the worst.
With him.
Yeah, I think that was the worst choice. I honestly, other than Star-Lord, because now that I'm remembering now, because I had to literally go back years. Drax, I didn't like Drax, and that's probably the reason why I didn't like Guardians of the Galaxy. I know that I said before that I'm not really into comics like that. Even then, when I was a kid, kid and all that, I did keep up with some stuff. And what stuck out to me with Guardians of the Galaxy in the movie was Drax just being like this doofus, and I'm like, no, this is the guy who's supposed to,
he's called Drax the Destroyer for a reason.
Destroyer. He's doing something. He needs to do the stuff that he needs. He's not doing the things that he's known for. And I'm just, yeah.
And I said that when I was playing the Guardians of the Galaxy video game, the not the Telltale game, but the one that they released
by Square, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's not bad. It's what the Avengers actually should have been. But the problem is that they act too much like the movie. And then that's another thing too, is with video games. Let's drag that back to video games. Remember when we used to have Marvel and DC games? Whatever costume the characters had in the comic books at the time.
Oh my god.
Whatever designs they had, that was the design that we had in the video game. This new era where they got to come up with their own versions of the costumes and try to make them more realistic or blase. No, bump that. I'm sick of this shit. Because if we were really talking about the Guardians of the Galaxy and the game came out during the height of Guardians of the Galaxy and Annihilation, those characters would not be wearing whatever the fuck James Gunn gave them in the movie. And I'm sick of that being their outfits. The outfits that they wore in the Guardians of the Galaxy movie should not be their costumes in the comic books. It's weird. It is weird looking at that. And then they try to come up with these different. Then they took the movie designs that they had in the Guardians of the Galaxy video game, and then try to put their own realistic take on it. I don't even understand. Gamora was fucking ugly the entire time. Every time I was looking at her, I was just like, ugh, I want to throw up. And Drax the Destroyer, where he had those red lines, apparently it was carved out cuts that he put in his body because they came up with a new alien race for him, where it's ceremonial to carve yourself every time something good happens to you in your life. And I'm just like, oh Jesus Christ.
That's already stretching it right there. That's already
because a lot of the creators be like, well, some of these comic book characters, their origins or whatever is complicated. That's the point. That's why people like storytelling, because every character doesn't have a simple A to B origin story. That's not how that works. You can't
No.
keep changing characters around to try to simplify them like Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. And even then, them bitches act like they can't get Wonder Woman right for the god. Like, god damn it. How many times have they changed her shit? Like, come on now, get out of here.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't know how you could mess that up.
the Disney cocksuckers are annoying. Tell me about it. Someone told me they made every character a joke because comedy sells. They did. They literally did. Like, I think the only serious character in there was Gamora.
Yep.
Everybody was jokes. Everybody was jokes, and then they completely made Groot not being able to speak anything else but "I am Groot." And Vin Diesel got paid millions for "I am Groot." I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me.
Look, I can't. I can't. Look, I respect the man's hustle because I would have done that shit too.
Hey, I know, but I don't think it's worth millions. I don't.
No, it's not worth millions. It's not worth millions, but at least his voice acting is better than that fucking what's that dude's name who voiced Kiryu-chan in Yakuza. Fuck, what's his name?
Oh, you talking about young?
Yeah. Oh my god, dude.
We're breaking the law. We're breaking the limits together.
I'm like, bro, what happened? Like, you literally had this badass trailer like a year or two ago where you're like in this Korean folklore, tale, and then all of a sudden you skip to Yakuza, and you just sound like your regular, like, dude, you sound like yourself. You don't even sound like what happened, dude? Like, did you take some major time off or something? Like, I don't understand.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, hey, get your hustle on, however you can get it. That's
I guess
your hustle on, I guess. But
they don't. Oh my gosh. Once they devolve,
Snyder defend Amber Heard, probably so. Rolo. I mean, I don't care. Even if he did, it's probably because he worked with her. So, is she a bad person? Yeah, but was she nice to work with? Probably, yeah, because two things can be true at the same time.
Like, I don't know, man. I'll be honest. I'll be honest. I don't take the fucking male abuse. I don't even have to be, regardless. I don't even take abuse for lightly with that shit. And
no, I mean, I don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm not defending Amber Heard. I don't care. I don't care because Hollywood's going to Hollywood. But if the way he was defending her, he's probably defending her work ethic. He probably wasn't talking about her personally like that. You get what I'm saying? Like, he probably removed himself from that situation because he wasn't even on set or around her. All he knows is when he works with her, she's a great person to work with. You get what I'm saying? It's the same thing with like Ezra Miller. Everybody knows Ezra Miller is terrible, but for some reason Snyder knew how to control that motherfucker. Like, look at him in Josh Whedon's movie, and then look at him in the Snyder cut. It's just like two different fucking characters. He was less aggravating. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Snyder has some kind of way of making these unlikable actors likable. You know, even Ray Fisher. And
I forgot about Ray Fisher.
The only reason is for me, I'm not bothered by Ray Fisher. I'm bothered by Cyborg in general. I didn't want Cyborg to shut the fuck up in none of it, but I understand he had to put Cyborg in there because WB told him to. But if it was me, kiss my ass. Like, but when you watch the Snyder cut with the Cyborg stuff, he made Cyborg like, oh, okay, I see what you're going with Cyborg. Do I agree with it? Hell no. But I respect it. I respect it. And that's all I can do, because Snyder defending Amber Heard, okay, great, cool. How many actors and people defended Harvey Weinstein? Are you gonna hate them too? No. Yeah, that's what I thought. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because in that case, we wouldn't be watching half of Nobody stuff. The only reason why we're saying that is because right now we don't like Amber Heard, and I get it. Trust me, I get it. But that's not a reason for me to hate Snyder, because Snyder defends Amber from his working thing, because he doesn't know the whole story. He's only going by what everybody else is saying. So if I know somebody personally, I mean, if I work with somebody personally, and then everybody else is saying other things about him, I can't speak on that. I can only speak on my interactions with that person. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I totally
Because
understand that.
because me and you can be me
It
and you are
just
friends, right? And we have a mutual friend or whatever, and he's terrible. He's terrible to you. He's probably terrible to other people. But when he's around me, I don't see any of that stuff. So when you're asking me, well, why are you defending him? Well, I'm only defending him from what I know, not what I've heard, because I can't judge him on that because I don't know. I wasn't there, and it's not right for me to put myself in that situation. I think that's what Snyder is doing when he defended Amber Heard, is he only knows Amber from working with her. He doesn't know Amber outside of that. So he can't really sit up here and say, oh, she did this, because he would be endorsing the fact that she did something that he has no proof of. And I think that's probably where he was coming from when he was defending him. That's how I'm seeing it right now, because we can still have a mutual acquaintance, and that mutual acquaintance can do something terrible to you but never do anything to me. And if I don't see it, I can't say he did or didn't, you know without any proof. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta throw me into that shit in order for me to understand. And I think Snyder is so far removed from the Hollywood bullshit that he's just like, no, 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 no. I'm only talking about when we work together. I'm not talking about any of this other shit. So whatever Hollywood decides to do with her, whatever Johnny Depp decides to do, that's on them. But when it's me, this is what my experience with her is. And I think that's what it was. And everybody trying to turn it into something big, because just like, yes, of course, because it's Snyder. You guys don't like Snyder. You're going to be like, oh, Snyder defended Amber Heard. We should cancel him. Yeah, but you want to cancel James Gunn or Josh Whedon when they were working with Harvey Weinstein. I'm just being honest. If we're going to cancel Zack Snyder, we need to cancel all of them, and nobody's going to do that. So I ain't even trying to hear that bullshit. Dominic Powell's, what's going on? Morning. Are you still going for? Are they still going forward with that trash Black Clark Kent movie? I don't know. I
I
don't
don't
know.
think they are.
I don't think they are. Zack Snyder even made Bad Ideas work. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that's
he sure
true.
did. He
I'm
sure
just
did. I think the only one that people didn't really understand, but I understood, was Sucker Punch.
Sucker Punch. Oh my
Sucker
gosh.
Punch, and then it's just like, it's if you really think about it, Sucker Punch really told us what it was going for, because it really was a sucker punch in our face when you find out, like, oh, this bitch is hallucinating all this shit.
Yeah, it was. I love that movie. I honestly, the early Zack Snyder movies that I love the most, 300,
Yeah.
Sucker Punch. Those are the two right there.
Mm-hmm.
I just everything. I mean, I know he got other ones. Oh hell, I'll even say this. I'll even say this. My first Zack Snyder movie, Dawn of the Dead, that reboot. That was even though it had so many faults, I still liked it. I'm not a big fan of Zack Snyder, but I can respect some of the films that he made, because I just thinking about that brings back some good childhood memories, even though I
Yeah.
shouldn't have
I
probably
mean,
watched
and
them.
and I ain't gonna lie, I enjoyed what he did with Watchmen. I did, because I mean, I read the Watchmen book, and honestly, I hate how everybody look in Watchmen in the Watchmen comic book. I do, I know. I just, God, I hated how everybody looked in that goddamn book. Not because the artwork was ugly. I just hated everybody's looks. But then Zack Snyder comes and kind of put a twist on the costumes. I'm like,
Oh, really? I'm
oh,
sorry.
well,
I'm sorry. I didn't know it was co-written with Gunn. See, I didn't know that.
it was co-written by Gunn, but then they removed all of Gunn's writing, because they even then they still said that was horrible. So before you even try to give Gunn his props,
Okay.
he
Okay.
did co-write it, but then they had to go back and rewrite Gunn's shit. It was a female writer who admitted that James Gunn was still in her credits for
Oh,
Dawn of the
okay.
Dead and Guardians of the Galaxy.
When did okay, bro. So when did Gunn and Whedon work with Weinstein? You bias as fuck. I wouldn't look, man. I wouldn't know anything about that. I'm
When
not
did
sure.
Gunn and did work with Weinstein? You do realize Weinstein is like one of the major producers in Hollywood, right? You do realize Weinstein has a company, right? Like he had his hands in Hollywood, like all throughout of Hollywood. So I'm not being biased as fuck. I'm really not.
I
If
wouldn't
you
know
knew your
much
history
about all that
about
Hollywood shit.
Weinstein, or you start trying to attack somebody, Rolo, calm your nerves. I understand you don't like Zack Snyder, but I'm not being biased. I'm just speaking the truth. And then remember when Gunnar Whedon's messaging, all those little terrible messages and shit that came out got revealed, and what people was trying to make excuses for them, right? For their careers. Oh, they were just joking. They were just blase blase. And then what happened? People was coming out against them, but for some reason, everybody just seemed to have forgot about gun shit because the Guardians of the Galaxy cast came out. And that's another thing too. That's another thing. You want to sit up here and say Zack Snyder defend Amber Heard. The Guardians of the Galaxy motherfuckers defended Gunn ass when his ass had allegations against him. So what the fuck you talking about, Rolo?
And
So,
I'll be
so that's allowed? So that's allowed? No, absolutely not. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
and I believe it was Blue Wind who also said that. No, I'm sorry, Roy. I think it was Roy who said that even though he was canceled then redeemed, he still supported the cancel culture.
Yeah, he did. He did. He said, if I did something terrible, I should be canceled. I shouldn't be given another opportunity. And then when he got canceled, he was begging and crying to get another opportunity. Make it
I,
make sense.
I'm just
Make
saying
that
that
shit make
Hollywood is
sense.
a mess. Hollywood is a freaking mess. I will admit that. I ain't
Yeah,
perfect.
like you can't tit for tat one of them. But what I'm saying is, it don't make no sense when Zack Snyder is literally one of the most non-problematic people in Hollywood, and yet y'all keep trying to pile up all this bullshit on him. But then everybody else that actually has done bad things before, y'all completely ignore it. It don't make the sense God gave. It don't make the sense God gave. Would Zack do a better Guardians of the Galaxy? Yes, yes, he would.
I think it could be possible.
Yeah,
But
he would.
here's the thing though. He's who would it make his work even harder if he were to work with Disney?
Oh, ooh. Oh yeah.
Because
Yeah,
he
you're
may
right.
have good ideas, but then Disney gets involved, like how they did with Sam. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Sony. I'm sorry, that was Sony with Sam Raimi's
Well, no, it
Batman
was Disney
thing.
too. It was
Oh, it
Disney
was
too.
Disney. I'm
It
sorry.
was
Yeah, you're
Disney.
right.
It
Yeah,
wasn't Sony because Sony trusted Sam Raimi. It was Disney because Sam Raimi was talking about it was really him going back and forth with
you're right.
Disney
You're
more
right.
so
You're
than
right.
anything else.
You're right. Yep. Yep.
Because I bet you if Zach did the Guardians of the Galaxy, they would have been treated more serious. You know what I'm saying? The lead, Chris Pratt, wouldn't have been taken like a joke. You know what I'm saying?
When he didn't defend Gina Carano. Who didn't defend Gina Carano?
Oh, you mean James Gunn? Because I was about to say Zach didn't work with Gina Carano.
Okay, I was trying to remember if he did or not.
Mm-mm.
Uh, that whole
Because
Gina Carano thing was yeah. Okay,
yeah,
see,
James Gunn,
yeah,
yeah, that's what I
yep,
was about to say. Yeah, no, he didn't
yeah.
defend her at all. The
I
same thing
remember.
with Pedro Pascal
I
working with
remember.
Gina and
Yep.
didn't defend her at all. I'm like, what the hell?
But then, but yet you have Pedro Pascal posting shit like the losers of like 18 something, then 1940, basically calling like Trump support. However you feel, basically
Mm-hmm.
calling uh, Americans, aside of Americans, Nazis and all that, just because they
Mm-hmm.
vote one way. That's like me saying, "Oh, you voted for just because you voted for Joe Biden, you're a pedophile or something like that." That's crazy, bro. That's some crazy
Exactly.
shit.
And that's
You
what
know,
they do. That's what they do. That's what they do. They'll and be like, oh, because of this or that, you're a bad person. No, you're not about to sit up here and say I'm a bad person just because I have a different opinion than you, or because I don't see the bad in something that you want me to see the bad in. And yes, Batman versus Superman is underrated, especially if they had left everything alone If they, because it don't make no sense that the Ultimate Edition made the damn story makes more sense. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not being one sided here, Rolo. That's your ass. That's your ass. Because I broke down and I explained reasons why. You can't sit up here and sit. What problematic thing have Zack Snyder done that James Gunn and Weinstein and whatever his fucking name is, Josh Whedon has done? It has been proven that they've done terrible things. But for some reason, Zack Snyder is a problem. No, get out of here with that nonsense. You're sounding like them damn Disney shills. You're shilling for him. You're shilling for Gunn. Oh wow, one person defends Zack Snyder, and now I'm one-sided. How about defend the man once in a while? Instead of every time I get on YouTube, there's another damn hatred video against Zack Snyder. And there's more dick riding videos about, oh, how amazing James Gunn is. Oh, I can't wait for Superman Legacy. How the fuck a Superman movie, a solo Superman movie, got several damn heroes and villains showing up in it? But Batman vs. Superman was just too much. It was too many characters in there. So it's too many characters in Zack Snyder's movie for Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice. But it's not too many characters for Superman Legacy. Huh. How many characters are showing up in Superman Legacy? But remember, this is supposed to be a Superman standalone movie. So we got Hawkgirl, Guy Gardner, Mr. Terrific, the Authority in there. Let's see who else we got in there. We got Brainiac showing up. They just announced that Supergirl is going to be in there. What? Who's the other hero that they announced? They announced one more damn fucking hero.
Yeah, I
can't think of.
Things are just,
but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's like, and it really shouldn't, because the whole thing with The Rock was trying to set up went up in smoke, and then because Gunn came in, then all of a sudden we're hearing about this stuff, about this supposed standalone Superman. Then all of a sudden they're confusing stuff, and they're like, what is it? What's really going on here? Is there a plan or not? And more than likely, there's no plan. Now, I'm not taking any sides with Gunn or Snyder, because I'm with Sport Hacker right here. You know, I'm not a big fan of Zack Snyder or James Gunn. I'm not. But it's just like, look, I'm trying. All I want to be is just be entertained. You know, I'm just want to try and enjoy a movie. But sometimes you just can't really avoid that, because either you're on YouTube or you're on Twitter or whatever the hell. You're else, and you see this stuff and you see this clashing going on with like, oh, because I'm not trying to punk on anyone, but you got people saying, oh, you're biased, you're one-sided, or Gunn's this, or Snyder's that. Look, man, look, you shouldn't really, honestly, I understand we like entertainment. That's a big thing in our culture, in the American culture. I don't know if y'all are all from America, but really, the thing is, it has its effects on other parts of the globe, to a point where we're coming here on this stream and we're having this discussion about Spider-Man 2 or whatever. And look, y'all, this ain't supposed to get real too serious about things. It's just voicing our opinions about it. We're not trying to have some clashing here. Maybe you got, it's just, I just voicing my opinions. Like, look, there are some people out there who are just completely blinded about things they're trying to defend, when in reality it's not that good, and it's not really objective. It is a truth. It is a fact. We've seen this before. For example, with Last of Us Part 2 or Death Stranding. I don't know. I don't want this to be
to this day. I don't understand. I don't understand that game, and I'm not. And
which
I
one,
don't have no hatred for it. I don't have no dislike. Death Stranding. I don't understand.
Oh, God,
I don't understand.
I don't understand either, and I played it.
Honestly, I'm confused. I don't understand. Like, what's the purpose of the game? Like, what's happening here?
I can't tell you, man. I can't tell you, because
okay,
I literally got to the first boss fight, and that was the first and last time. I'm sorry, that was the first and only time that I felt enjoyment, because that game is a chore. That game is such a chore. You gotta keep up with so many things, and it's like, damn, dude, can I at least like make sure that I don't have to worry about the time fall, I'm deteriorating my mail, or my shoes not breaking on me, or how my weight load where I have to continuously make sure I'm balanced and not lean left or right, or if I get dragged by the
Yeah.
fucking BTs and I lose all my packages and shit, or potentially die. I just the game was such a chore for me that it wasn't enjoyable. The only
No, I
time
mean, I'm just more confused because I'm like, I don't I don't understand. Like I literally
I don't
like
understand. I don't understand
like
either.
you know me, I can break shit down in a logical thing where I can make some sense of it. But when I look at the trailers, when I looked at some of the gameplay, I was like, I don't understand what I'm supposed to see or understand here. Um, if this is supposed to be some deep philosophy thing, I don't get it. Like everything, it made me feel stupid, and I don't like. I didn't like the feeling. So I just avoided the game because I was just like, no, I don't, because I don't get it, and I don't think I got the patience to try to play a game to just understand it to see if I'm stupid or not. Like I don't get it. Like I don't hate it. I'm not mad that it exists. I just do not get it. Like nothing's connecting at all. And I
Yeah,
was always creeped out about the fucking baby in the little globe backpack thing. Like I think that's weird. It looks like it's a walking simulator sometimes. It looks like it's an action game. It looks like it's trying to connect people because everybody's far away, and you're supposed to help people or to connect through walking and through the journey. So I didn't get it. I was just like, fuck it. I don't want this. I don't want to deal with it. So I'm good. I'm good. We're done. We're done.
I,
You know,
I thought
that's how I feel about it. That's how I feel about it. So if
I
anybody
was like,
asks me, that's how I feel about
I
it.
I look coming from me. I knew. I mean, obviously it was a Kojima game. I knew it wasn't gonna be like Metal Gear Solid, but I was thinking like, man, there is gonna be some action here because obviously in the trailer you're in some World War II trenches and you're fighting some motherfucker. You're fighting skeletal motherfuckers while they're trying to kill you. So I'm just like, okay, so I'm a mailman who believes in the Second Amendment. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I played it for 3 or 4 hours, and mind you, I had to force myself to play it after the first or second hour because it was getting boring. So then when I got to, I would literally like put it down, stop playing the game for months, and then pick it
Mhm.
back up, and then I'm like, okay, let me try this again. Then I'll forget how to do things because it's so convoluted, it's so packed with shit, and I'm trying to figure out like where to go. And I made it to chapter 2. That's how far I got into it. Chapter 2.
Damn.
And when I saw that I was doing the same bullshit again, I was like, nope, I'm done.
Mm. I
I
will
was like,
agree with
no.
that. I will agree with that. TPH. Casting Ezra Miller as Flash was a big L. Definitely.
Oh yeah, it was. And
Definitely.
did
And
you?
it's crazy because you can tell that Warner Brothers was trying to make Ezra the next it thing, because all of most of Ezra Miller's movies were Warner Brother produced. So I said, I bet you the reason why he's cast in this movie wasn't because Snyder thought he was good. He was cast because Warner Brothers gave him first dibs. You know, if you know how contracts works, because it's another thing that a lot of people don't understand, that some actors have first dibs signing. So a studio will sign them. A studio will sign them. So whatever movie they think is going to be a A-list movie or whatever, they're kind of contractually obligated to star in that movie, if that makes sense.
Yeah, he was in Fantastic Beasts, wasn't he?
Yeah, yeah,
Third movie.
yeah. And no, he was in Fantastic Beasts throughout all of the movies, the first
Really?
one, second one, and third one.
Shit.
Yeah, they was trying to make him the new it thing.
Damn.
That's what it was. And think about it. Most of his movies that he starred in were Warner Brother produced. Most of the movies you can look at and you'd be like, oh wow, these movies are under the banner of Warner Brothers. Yeah, 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 it was, because they were trying to make him the new it thing because he was pushing that, oh, I'm non-binary, non-conforming, and gender queer shit,
Oh
and be
yeah,
like,
that's
oh
right.
look, we got a non-binary, we got the first non-binary actor to play a superhero, an iconic superhero. You know what I'm saying? That's what you can tell. That's what it was. That's what it was
Yeah,
about.
I forgot he was doing that.
Yeah. Um, did I hear about the new Nightfall Nightwing? Yes, Omega, I saw it. I did see it. It looks really cool. What's going on, Ebony and Fierce Apathetic Black Queen? Disney
Hey
needs
y'all.
to stop trying to make male brands female brands. Preaching to the choir, Omega. We've been saying that for years. Well, I've been saying that for years. It's just funny how I've been saying that for a long time, and I get pushback, and then Chris Gore says it, and everybody got upset at him. But I'm like, don't get mad at him. He's just telling the truth. He's just telling the truth. You can't. The reason why Disney brought these brands in the first place was because they wanted to get a male audience, because everybody knew Disney skewed more female than male. And that's for coming from a Disney fan back in the day. I grew up around Disney. So yeah, Disney skewed a little bit more female, but they still had male things that I liked in there, not as much. But the whole point of buying, Fox, the whole point of buying Marvel, the whole point of buying Star Wars, the whole point of buying Power Rangers at the time, was to bring in a boy audience.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then you said, let's make a more female focus. What?
Yeah. Yeah,
That didn't
that's
make the sense God did.
well, and I mean, look how it's working out with the so-called new Avengers. God.
Oh yeah. Because yes, everybody wants to see the Young Avengers, where most of the team is female, and it's like maybe what, 3 guys? Ooh, sign me up.
Yeah, the soy
Sign
boys.
me up.
See, T Sport Hacker. He used that non-binary part to steal booze and punch old ladies. Yeah, and also
Yeah.
threaten someone at gunpoint too, I believe.
And then
uh,
what, he went on Hawaii. He went in Hawaii and broke into that couple's house and took stuff from them. I'm like, what the hell is this shit? And this is why they was on break from filming The Flash. So I was like, at that time, Warner Brothers, you fire him and you recast. That's
the
it. Like,
CW
I don't
Flash guy.
understand.
That's what I would have done. Recast the CW.
Yeah.
Recast him for the CW Flash guy.
Yeah.
That's the better Flash.
I would have got Grant Gustin in there immediately. I was like, look, we ain't got choices. We don't got time to try to find an actor. Look, we gonna pay you the same salary that we paying Ezra. Can you do Flash? Hell, you only your TV. Look, boy, we need you. We need you. Come on.
Yeah, you already got that audience. You already got that fan base.
But what we're gonna do to make you a different Flash, you're gonna dye your hair blonde. You're gonna dye your hair blonde. You're gonna dye your hair blonde. We're gonna get you in the gym, and you're gonna at least put about 10 pounds of muscle on. We gotta make you a little bit different from the CW Flash. No, you're not getting in that damn CW Flash suit, so don't even ask. Don't even ask.
Yeah. And Omega, that is why manga and anime are doing better than Disney. Yeah, for the time being.
Yeah.
Don't Omega, I'm pretty sure you understand this. You probably know this already, but they're infesting our fucking hobby as they always do. So
yeah, they're trying to infest anime and manga.
So I mean,
and by the way, because here's another laugh. Ha! I told you Chainsaw Man was full of bullshit. Mappa admitted that they ain't made no goddamn money from Chainsaw Man. Y'all was trying to hype that bullshit up, and I had told y'all it was terrible. And as soon as I made a video about I don't like Chainsaw Man, I got bashed by the Chainsaw Man fandom. Well, guess what? Chainsaw Man suck. And no, it's not getting a season 2 because Mappa lost money on that shit because nobody brought the bullshit. Yeah, that's right. I told you Chainsaw Man sucked.
Okay, so that makes sense why that entire season 1 that I got was far cheap. So cheap. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll be honest, I liked some parts of it, but
I told y'all.
I think there could have been better storytelling.
I said there was nothing good about Chainsaw Man except for the fact that he had a chainsaw for a fucking head. That's it. Like that's it. Like, yeah, the manga sold well, but the manga wasn't selling as big as the Blu-ray and merchandise sale. So when they make an anime, yes, they do make a lot of money on the manga, but when they make an anime or a movie or whatever, they also expect us to buy the anime. and the merchandise. Well, guess what? Nobody was buying the merchandise or buying the anime. Because first off, when I saw the first episode, I said this animation looks terrible. Why did y'all choose to do that 3D 2D bullshit? I don't know. But honestly, Chainsaw Man, I read up to chapter 30. I read 30 chapters straight. I literally sat down and I said, okay, everybody's telling me Chainsaw Man is good. And I was turned off by chapter 5, and I was like, I don't care. I don't care. Let me push through. Let me continue to push through. I went to chapter 30 and I said, that's it. I can't do it no more. This shit suck. And when I made a video about it, I got bashed about it, talking about, you don't know good anime if it slapped you in the face. Motherfucker, I grew up in the 90s. Trust me. Oh, I know.
You want to talk about Wicked City? I bet you all know what Wicked City is.
Like, get the hell out of here with that nonsense, please. I was feasting on anime. Good anime. Yes. I was slurping on anime every night. Shut up.
I mean, let's be honest. My favorite era of anime, other than 90s, had to be 2000s, early 2000s.
I mean, that was all of it. All of it.
Oh man, you had
Elfen Lied and all that. 2005.
Oh,
the 90s
God.
all the way to 2005 had like some of the best animes we were getting.
Look,
like,
I'll be lenient. I'll be generous. I'll even say up to early 2010, and I mean like 2011, 2012, not 2013 on up. I'll even say up to there, up to that point, just because we
was getting, but I'm talking about like up until the 2000s. You know, the early 2000s, like something about the 90s all the way up to the early 2000s. That anime was just,
oh my God, I love that style. I love their styles, every single one of them. I mean, even with the shitty animes, the styles were at least, there was something about it.
And I'll tell you something. You want to talk about some anime? Hack Sign. Ooh. Yeah. We going back to that one.
Ooh, man.
Yeah, I bet you tell somebody about Hack Sign. The new gen anime fans, tell them about Hack Sign. They'd be like, "Whoa, what's that?
What's this?
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
That doesn't exist. Sure.
Oh, okay, sure. Or Rama 1/2. Ooh, or Tenchi Muyo. Ooh.
Oh my God.
So don't you tell me I don't know nothing about good anime. I was feasting on it for fun.
Yeah, we were. I mean, shit, we were talking about the stuff you actually. Oh God, man, those days, man.
Love it. And then I'm gonna even step it up a little bit further. I'm gonna give you Ghost Story dub.
Ghost Story dub.
Ghost Story dub. Not the Japanese one. Not the Japanese. The dub one. The dub one. Only OGs know that one.
Ronin Warriors. Mm-hmm.
Right. There's a black man behind you. Ah! Oh God, Ghost Stories was on so much crack.
I like the gender transformation anime. Okay, I'll even say this.
Yes,
what was it? Devil Lady? I can't remember because it's been such a long while since I've seen it. But it was basically Devil Man, but
Vampire D.
Female.
Devil Lady. Vampire Hunter D.
Vampire Hunter D. Yep.
And what's that bitch? Revolutionary Girl. Ooh, I hate the ending. Ooh, I hate the ending so bad. I could slap that black bitch. Ooh, I could slap. Ooh, that was such a betrayal. And what was that? What was that one? Remember the girl? Remember the girl who could what was it? She transformed into a goddamn duck.
Yeah.
And then she could transform into she was a human, but then her curse was to transform into a duck during certain times. And I was, oh God, you know what I'm talking about, don't you? That anime was so goddamn old.
Yeah,
that anime is so goddamn old. Oh, and then what's that one? It's another anime about the something family. You remember the family that had a boat on the ocean and shit like that?
Oh fuck! Hold on. It's kind of coming back.
Oh shit!
You're making me think 20 years back now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you want to talk about some goddamn animes? Shit. And
I don't know nothing. There are some ones that make me feel like I was having a fever dream, but they're real.
Yeah. And then And then I bet y'all didn't know nothing about that original Astro Boy. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Princess
the original
Tutu.
Astro Boy.
Yes, that's what it was. Princess Tutu.
Princess
Tutu.
Tutu.
Yes, Princess Tutu.
Yes.
Oh, and then another vampire story that y'all don't. Oh no, matter of fact, here's a show that was so popular that a lot of people forgot about. Wolf's Rain. Ooh,
Wolf's Rain. I have that.
Yeah, Wolf Rain.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Want to talk about some stuff right there for you.
Wolf's Rain
was another one. Gigantor. Yeah. Yeah. Gigantor, Astro Boy, Speed Racer.
Speed Racer. Yeah, the original. Yeah. How would you hang on?
Yeah.
Trey. I gotta answer this with the real question here. How would you feel if your crush turned you into a woman? What? Look, I'll still be dominant, to be honest. Ain't no one. I ain't being no submissive.
Can I be a sexy big breasted big booty one? What I want to be able to turn heads. If I'm gonna be a woman, I better be gorgeous. I better be gorgeous, where all the guys want me. And I'm gonna be like, I don't like you, but thank you.
Trying to have a reverse anime here.
Yeah. I want to be like Naruto, sexy jutsu.
Oh God.
make all the guys nose bleed.
You're gonna have people go into fucking coma after that.
I'm like, yeah, that's right. If you're gonna curse me, oh, Knights of the Zodiac, hell yeah, Knights of the Zodiac. You know what's so crazy is when I was growing up, I watched both Knights of the Zodiac and Ronin Warriors, and I thought the motherfuckers was the same shit. And I had action figures of them too, and I thought Knights of the Zodiac and Ronin Warriors was the same thing. You couldn't tell me nothing. You couldn't tell me shit. I thought it was the same thing. I thought they were the same damn series.
Look, I'll even say this.
Now you don't know nothing. You don't know nothing about that Yu Yu Hakusho. Oh yeah, we know about Yu Yu Hakusho. Bump that. Y'all don't know nothing about that Cyborg 009. Ooh.
What about that Zatch Bell? You remember Zatch Bell?
Zatch Bell. Get out of here. People be like, "What's Zatch Bell?" Oh shit.
All right. But here's one thing that people forget or don't know. Trey, have you seen Bubble Bo?
Oh my God, yes. Because my mom loves that show. I was like, I have failed you as an anime watcher. This is not the anime I wanted you to get into.
I swear to this day, those people who made that were on crack. It's the same thing. It's the same thing as Space Dandy. It's the same thing as Space Dandy. What? Oh wait, I'm gonna give y'all two of them that's even older for y'all. Rave Master. This was before Fairy Tale. Rave Master. See, y'all don't know about that. You don't know nothing about Rave Master. Yep. And then I'm gonna give you even another one, Outlaw Star. Outlaw Star. Yeah, now that's one I did forget about Outlaw Star. Shit. All right. What about Witchblade?
Yeah, of course, Witchblade. Yes. Oh, and then here's another one that I love to watch, Blood Plus.
Blood Plus. Yep.
Nobody knows, but everybody forgot about Blood Plus.
Damn.
Trinity Blood. Oh man, back in the day when we had a lot of blood vampire monster shows.
And we had a lot of man, shit. That's what I loved about that. It's like they talk about. I'm not trying to shit on the new anime fans, but man,
TSPH. There a lot of the stuff that we're talking about was also in dub, because remember back in the day we didn't have access to Japanese. We had whatever was on YouTube and whatever we can get in the stores. So when I'm just being honest, shoot, some of y'all don't know nothing.
Anime. I got a good anime. Oh, I got a good one for you. Spice and Wolf.
Spice and Wolf. Wait, hold on. Spice and Wolf. I had to look that one. I'm gonna have to look that one up. I bet I feel like if I see it right now, I'll probably be like, oh shit.
That's a classic. That undoubtedly Blood Sea. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love Blood Sea.
Blood Sea. Yep.
Let me see. Spice and Wolf. I feel like I'm probably know that one. Nope, I don't remember that one. I do not remember this one. All right, well, I missed one. Oh well. Give me a break. It was a lot of anime. It was yes, Blue Wing, you are right. A lot of the new anime is soft as fuck.
Yeah, and so I'm trying to say, I'm not trying to like say hello Lawrence. Yep. Hello
Oh,
Lawrence,
Blue
you already
Sea.
know.
Oh, Blue Sea. Oh, and then what was it? Eureka 7?
Eureka
Nobody
7.
remember when Eureka 7 came out and we was in school and everybody was like, what the fuck is Eureka 7?
Yeah.
I don't know. We're watching it and we couldn't tell each other nothing. Everybody was watching Eureka 7 and we couldn't tell nobody what the fuck was going on. I was like, I don't know. I'm watching it, but I don't understand what's happening. Except for their robots that surf space and that surf the skies. Are you going to watch The Boy and the Heroine? I want to, Roy. I want to.
That Wolverine anime was good. Blade anime was good too.
I mean, all of Marvel anime was really good. Honestly.
Yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I enjoyed all of it. So I'm not, I enjoyed all of it. Honestly, I really wish Japan did more of Marvel and DC animes because the way they draw. Oh my God, yes. Kenshin here, history. Mighty is the disciple. That was another good one. Muscle Man was another one, but I don't think anybody even remember Muscle Man.
There was the Prince of Tennis or some shit like that.
Remember the world depended on the tennis match. I was like, this got to be the most, and they were serious. They were serious in that show. The world literally depended on a tennis match.
Yeah,
the world was in danger. And literally, a tennis match decided everything. I was just like, I don't understand why this was a show.
all right. I'm gonna be exposing myself here, but the real ones will know. Do y'all know about Queen's Blade? Only the real ones will know that one.
Queen's Blade.
Trey, you're gonna be in for a trip if you look that one up.
Wait, hold on. I feel like I know this one. Queen's Blade.
Queen's Blade.
Queen's Blade. God damn! Look at them damn busty bitches.
Yeah.
I think I missed out on that one because I would have remembered this.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
I would have remembered this one.
Oh God, Rosario Vampire.
I told you we had so many vampires. Do you guys read fan fiction? Sometimes I do.
Yeah, there was about time, but I didn't really get into that much.
Sometimes it depends on what I'm looking for. If I'm reading a fanfic, it depends.
How about Camper? Do I know that one?
Camper. Hold on, let me look. No, what? No.
That's one of the most etchy animes I've ever seen. Hey, but you knew they respect you knew they love their audience. I'll be honest, I still have some stuff from back in the day. I still have some collections.
Oh no, Camper came out in 2009. Of course, I wouldn't have known nothing about that one.
Camper.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that. That came out in 2009, and Queen's Blade came out that one too. So
that
explains why I didn't know anything about that one. Fist of the North Star, of course.
I watched a little bit of that.
Yeah. And then School Days. What the fuck was that ending?
Remember the slime rabbit lady? Bro, how can I forget about that one? Bro, she literally fucking grabbing her fucking breast and like she squirts out fucking acidic milk or some shit. Like, what the fuck? I was like, that bitch, like,
what?
Yeah. She Malona, that's her name, Malona. Fuck her, because she creeps me the fuck out every time when she does that smile, and then all of a sudden you're like, fuck, here we go. Oh, that bitch. Cute. That bitch is. Ooh.
Oh, look at her. She's so cute though.
No, yeah, she cute, but when that's a bad bitch right there. That is a.
Yes, Fist of North Star. Denoya Shikane. Big O Showtime. No, y'all don't know about that. Y'all, some of y'all don't know about that one.
Oh,
y'all
don't know about
that big O. Oh, we had so many animes and it didn't make no damn sense. And some of them animes, you'd be like, Now, how the hell did they get away with that? Well, especially when you go back and watch Ronin 1.5 and Tension Muyo, and I'm like, how the fuck did they allow us to watch this shit?
Because it was a different atmosphere and they weren't being bitches back then.
You're right.
I already said Witchblade. Yeah, definitely. I mean,
You're right
look,
about
honestly, I'll be honest. I like the anime Witchblade, but I also like the manga Witchblade, and I kind of wish they actually went more in the direction of the manga Witchblade, because that didn't stray away from what was going on in there. Oh god,
Trey, you should be the new owner of Marvel and DC. Oh, I wish, because I changed shit around.
Ooh,
I changed shit around so bad, y'all.
I'll be vice president. I'll do it.
Because I'd be like, nah, what we not about to do? Because see, I would have got the LGBT community mad at me, because every character that's been turned gay would have been straight immediately, effective immediately. All the characters being changed gay, straight. You're straight. What? Excuse me. If you don't like it, then you can leave. What? Oh, okay, that's what I thought. Oh, you need money? Oh, okay, that's what I thought. Oh yeah, let me see. So I'm gonna gay kill.
Let's say yeah. Oh yeah.
Let's see. What was it? Oh yeah, the Mobile Suit Gundams. All of the Mobile Suit Gundams.
I wasn't into Gundams like that. I'll be honest. I wasn't into Gundams.
Okay, now like I understand. Black Lagoon.
Oh fuck yeah. Oh fuck yeah. You can't.
Blue Dragon and Blue Exorcist.
Blue Dragon, Blue Exorcist, indeed. Yep.
Yes. Oh, here's another one I don't think people remember. Casherin Sins.
Casherin Sins. I think I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Let me look that.
Deadman Wonderland, of course. How
Deadman Wonderland. Yep. Oh, that was
another
show.
Right, another show that I don't think people remember. Dice.
Have I?
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen anything about Dice. I'll be honest.
Yep. What was the Dimension W? Oh my god, Dimension W.
I heard about that one.
I haven't seen. I think I've seen that probably like one time, and I didn't really understand what the fuck I was watching. I ain't about to lie. Duel Masters. Nobody knows nothing about that one. That knockoff Yu-Gi-Oh series. Yeah.
What was the one with the historical? It's not Fate. It's damn. I can't remember what it was, but it was a good anime.
No, I would change the characters that were, for damn 40 to 50 years they were straight. It don't make. I don't care about characters who are already established as gay. My issue is changing characters who 40 years of history and they've been with opposite sex characters, and all of a sudden you're going to tell me in 2023 that these characters are all of a sudden gay? No. Oh,
it just works.
Pride Month.
It just works.
I would end Pride Month. I would end Pride Month. I would end Black History Month. Cuban Heritage Month. All of those little voices things. We wouldn't be doing that. We would ignore it like we normally do. Oh yes, Metabots, of course.
Metabots. Yeah,
Donra.
I haven't heard.
Oh yes. Donra.
Witch Mercury. What about Witch Mercury 1? Yeah.
Oh, Fooly Cooley. I don't think nobody know about Fooly Cooley. Nah, I ain't talking about that. I ain't talking about that spin-off. Oh, Fooly Cooley. Oh yes. What was the other one? Remember G-Force? Guardians of Space?
Yep.
Yes.
I remember G-Force.
That came out in like the 2000s. Ghost in the Shell standalone complex. Yes, of course. That one's another one.
Yep.
Like I said, every hack sign, of course, I already said that one. Oh, Hamtaro.
Wow.
We're
going back. We're going 20 years ago. Yeah, we're going.
Yes.
Woo.
Oh God, Hamtaro. Oh man, I love me some Hamtaro. It's Hamtaro time. Let's see. Housing Complex C. I watched that. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. It was only 4 episodes. But good God, I was like, I don't know what the fuck this is, but okay.
All right.
Oh, remember IGPX? Oh, remember
IGPX? Hang on, no. Let me look this up, because if I think it is what I think it is, then yes, I do know.
Blades, of course. Everybody,
Yeah,
Blade, of course.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That was a good one. Kill la Kill, of course.
Kill.
What a sad way that show ended.
That took me by so much fucking surprise.
What was this one? They said this one's called Lupin the Third. How could I forget about Lupin the Third and Detective Conan?
I still gotta watch that. I'll be honest. I still gotta watch it.
What? Which one?
All of it.
Which one? No, I'm saying which one are you talking about? Because I said Lupin the Third and Detective Conan.
Oh, Lupin, however you pronounce it. Yeah, I still gotta watch all that.
I Detective Conan. I used to be loyal to that show, and I just kind of fell off because it's so long. It's so long, and they haven't ended shit yet.
Oh god.
Let me see. What was it?
Redo Healer.
Healer. Megalocks. I think that's how you say it. Maruchan and Hachin. Oh yes, I love that one. Yeah, that was a good one. That was another good one right there. I bet y'all don't know about that Naruto. I'm messing.
We're the same, you and I. I can feel the good in you. It's not too late to change.
Parasite the Maximum.
Parasite. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Parasite. And I'm gonna take y'all even further. I'm gonna take y'all a little bit further back. Pokemon. Ooh.
When it was good. No, I'm just kidding. I kid.
What's Pokemon? Oh shit.
Yeah, what's Pokemon again?
We have failed as a society. Oh, Robotech and Ronnie Kitchen.
Yeah.
I
would say Afro Samurai.
Oh yeah, Afro Samurai. Oh, Samurai 7 and Samurai Champloo.
Yep, Samurai Champloo. Yep.
Mm-hmm. That's another good one. Star Blazer, and of course our favorite one, Sword Art Online. Of course,
God.
That's what Hack Sign is the predecessor. It's Hack Sign is the reason why we got these things now. So yeah, that's right.
Of course.
Transformers. Remember when Transformers had an anime?
I do remember that. That was legit. That was legit.
Transformers, Armada, Cybertron, and Energon. Yep. Energon looks terrible. Energon was terrible. I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah. Hang on, Omega. What?
Voltron.
There's a movie about a virus that turns men into women. Bro, what?
Oh, wow. Oh, and of course, all the Zoids. Yes, Zoids.
Hold on. You can't just bring that on me, Omega. What the fuck?
Magical Shopping Arcania Abisca. The X-Men anime. Well, I mean, if we said Marvel anime, it's all of it. It's all of it. Genlock.
Yeah, I would say all of it.
Oh, yeah, G.I. Joe did have a show. That was another good one. It looked like it was an anime, but it wasn't an anime. Yep.
I would have said Code Lyoko, but that's not anime.
Yeah, I know, right? But Totally Spies. Oh my god.
Totally Spies.
I don't know nothing about Totally Spies. Oh, The Intruder, Lockdown, Trapped in Hyperspace, Immortal Grand Prix. Oh yeah, those some good ones. Sandwell and Me. That was a weird one. The Forge. Cosmo Samurai.
Cosmo Samurai. That was kind of out there for me.
Yeah. Hot Wheels.
Oh god.
Akira. The anime.
Akira. Yeah. God.
I hate the ending. I hated the ending of Akira. I was like, that's it?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Every Studio Ghibli movie. Like every last one of them. Don't ask questions. You know them.
What was the children who lost their voices? God, I can't think of the one where it's like it's a guy who's like a teacher, but he's also like part of the Yakuza, or he was part of the Yakuza. I can't remember the fucking name of it.
Every Dragon Ball Z movie.
Every Dragon Ball. Yeah.
Oh, our favorite anime, our favorite love to hate anime, Evangelion.
Bro, don't get me started on that, please.
There is a love and a hate for Evangelion. I hate it, and it's interesting. It's interesting.
Uh,
Oh, y'all know nothing about that Johnny Quest.
Johnny Quest. Oh no.
Yeah, we
Oh,
already know about
bro,
that
I
one.
remember. I remember Hell Teacher Noob.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Sailor Moon. How could we forget about
Oh yeah,
Sailor
so
Moon?
I'd say the Magnificent Zorro,
Yes, yes. Trigon, of course.
Trigun,
Yeah,
Slayers. Okay, I'm kind of guilty of it because even though Slayers is what it basically kind of
Gigantor.
Slayers kind of reminds me of Sword Art Online. Actually, when I think about it.
Yeah.
Oh, how could we forget Berserk '97?
Oh, yes, of course. Yes. Berserk, Space Ghost. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. The original Voltron. Mm-hmm. And then what we had tension, we had all those tension spinoffs. We had all those tension spinoffs. Blue Submarine #6. Oh, Card Capture Sakura. Duh.
Oh, the original Hunter. Hunter. I don't know. Is it Hunter X Hunter or is it Hunter Hunter?
Yeah, it was Hunter X Hunter. They did have an original one.
Yeah.
And then SD Gundam Force. I hated SD Gundam Force. I wanted to punch that show every time I saw it.
Oh
I
God.
was so mad at that show because it was like chibi Gundams that was like in the real world. Am I excited for the Suicide Squad Isuka?
No.
No,
No.
not
No.
really.
No.
But are they gonna do Suicide Squad better than DC has? Most likely.
Yeah. Hey,
Most likely.
Hey, do y'all remember Shin Chan?
Oh my god, I hated Shin Chan and I still watch that shit. I did. I hated every minute of watching it. But
I do.
I
I do
always
too.
watched it. I always watched that shit. Like, I hated it so bad because of how it looked.
As I said
And I
earlier,
watched it like a dumbass.
as I said earlier, even if the anime was pretty shitty, the quality, just the style of it is so iconic. God.
Yeah, and you know what that reminds me of? That reminds me, it was this guy, he made a video about why why are the new shonen animes shorter? And I said, I explained, I said, you want to know why these new animes aren't doing as well as the old animes? There's no filler. I know. Newsflash, y'all can get mad all you want to about filler, and I understand filler is terrible. Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach has killed the filler community for us. But at the same time, the reason why these shonen animes of the past were longer, and the reason why people were more involved in them is because of the filler. Because think about it, if every arc we finish, the show go on hiatus for 2 to 3 years while the writer is drawing new chapters, it's not in the culture zeitgeist. Like right now, if My Hero Academia came out back in the past, we would have had at least about 6 made up arcs before we got to a regular arc, but it would have been in the culture zeitgeist for a long time. It would have been like, oh my god, did y'all see that episode of My Hero Academia? Yeah, we would have all went online and we would have been like, what the fuck is this filler arc doing? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it would have expanded on characters that we never really get a chance to see much of. Y'all can get mad all y'all want to, but I appreciate the filler because filler sometimes used to give us time with characters that we never really get a chance to see.
That's true. That's true.
It did. You can get mad all you want to. You can get mad at Naruto and Bleach and One Piece.
Fullmetal Alchemist did that, and and that's why I like Lust in that version. Then I do.
I ain't gonna lie. I prefer the original Fullmetal Alchemist over Brotherhood.
Yeah, exactly.
I know. The thoughts on end of Evangelion. I don't know Fierce Apathetic Black Queen because I'm pissed off at Evangelion all the time. Like 1 minute it's okay, the next minute it pisses me off, then the next minute I'm like confused. So
I literally think of like Shinji with that one moment where he's like looking at his hand. And that's how I feel at times. Like, what the fuck did I just do? What the fuck
yeah.
did I just see?
Yeah, that's the grip that Evangelion got on everybody, because everybody be like, I want to choke it, but I want to watch it, but I hate it, but I like it. Oh, yes, you're right, Blue Wind. The 80s
It
and
was
90s fillers were done with more love of the series in question. Yes, and I hate that these new gen anime watchers, every time I see YouTube talking about it, it's always, well, fillers were stupid in the first place. No, fillers made sense. The reason why it made sense is because it gives the writer a break, and sometimes the author would even come up with plots for the filler
exactly
so that they can work on it while they work on the original story. Because sometimes you do need downtime. Even you can't jump from one event to the next event. That doesn't make logical sense. You have to have some kind of downtime. If like, for instance, Deku and them after the war arc happened in My Hero Academia, the next chapter Deku is already healed, but he had already abandoned My Hero. He already abandoned the Hero Academy. Now, if this was back in the past, what they would have did is while he was recovering, it would have been up to his classmates, the ones that didn't injure themselves as much, to save the day while this new villain is trying to take advantage of the downtime that the heroes and villains have. And it would have been up to them. Now, maybe Deku probably would have came out towards the last part of the filler arc before he saved the day, and then after that he'll realize that he needs to leave the school, and then that's when we would have got to the couple of months that we skipped over where Deku left the school. That would have made more sense, right? Because
I
that's the
stopped
problem.
right around after I watched
No,
after
but what I'm saying is, but you see what I'm saying though. If it was done in the past, then it is
yeah
done now. Because they're wondering why, like, a lot of these manga, the shonen manga series and animes are ending quicker. Well, because there's no filler. There's nothing to keep them in the cultural zeitgeist. So when the
yeah
author ends the story, because they heard everybody complaining, mainly Americans complain about filler, they decided not to do fillers anymore, and that's a problem. That's a problem. If you go back, and even with Dragon Ball Z Kai, when I was watching it, I'm like, if you really think about it, if they remove all the filler out of that, Dragon Ball Z is such a straight shot that after that you're like, all right, that was it. Like, I have no inkling going back and watching Dragon Ball Z Kai. I can go back and watch Dragon Ball Z before I can watch Dragon Ball Z Kai, because it's just straight shot. You know,
yeah I
it's
remember
not it's not that interesting.
I think I remember Jormangan. I think I remember it. Yeah,
I
I do.
don't
I
think
remember. Uh-huh. Yep,
I don't
yep.
think I have. Hold on, let me see. Let me look it up.
Yep, because
Um,
I always remember it because of that one lady who looked like she's from Devil Lady. That's why I remember it. Yep.
let me see.
I remember she looks just almost like her.
Nope, never seen this one. Not gonna lie, but she looks good though.
Yeah, you seen D Gray Man? Any of y'all know D Gray Man?
Of course, everybody know D Gray Man.
I don't know. I don't know. Some of the new anime people don't. I'm like, wow. I'm like, how? How do you not know? It's a classic. Give me
Yeah.
Goku versus Piccolo race for a driver's life. No, God.
Yes. I love it. I loved every minute of it. I loved every
God.
minute of it, because think about it. Think about it. If we didn't have no filler, we would have never got, moments like that.
Yeah, we wouldn't. God.
Come on now. You can say what you want. You can say what you want about the animes that we grew up on and some of the filler stuff, but some of the best character moments came from those filler episodes.
Yeah. No, I
And
totally.
this,
I just
what did
thinking
you say?
back
If
on
we
it
didn't have
now, it's
filler
like, oh,
structure?
that really did happen.
Oh, it
Gosh.
happened. It happened. I don't care what nobody say. Goku versus Piccolo for a driver's license happened in the manga. In the anime, it's canon. It's canon. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. It's canon.
Invincible had filler chapter. Oh, I see. I only watched season
I
one.
don't know.
I've only watched season
I
one. I
don't
didn't
know.
see Adam Eve. I didn't
I
see
know they
season
got that
two.
Adam Eve special. So that's about it. But Invincible is another just a straight shot thing. But if you really think about it, look how many chapters of Invincible it is. So they're allowed to do that kind of stuff. But Invincible is completely different than manga, because that was a comic book coming out every month, compared to these chapters that comes out weekly. But then the anime is supposed to be also coming out weekly, but at the same time, it's just like, if you don't have anything to keep people interested, guess what? Some people might forget to read the manga. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So if
yeah.
I was shonen, and I don't know if anybody's listening from shonen, put some filler in there. You need to put a little, there needs to be some kind of filler arc sometimes. I understand that some anime watchers say that they hate fillers, but they don't understand the whole point of the fillers was to not only give the writer some time, but also, give the animators some time too. Because think about it, like, Jujutsu Kaisen, without no filler for Jujutsu Kaisen, Map is rushing to try to catch up every episode now, because they're trying to get to the other chapters now that the creator done wrote more work. But it's just like, yeah, but it doesn't make any sense that these new animes, even without filler, look worse than back in the day when they was hand drawn this shit, you know, when the technology wasn't even that advanced, but yet they were able to shit out 500 episodes on us, while we were able to get these filler arcs, while it also gave the animator a little bit of breathing time. It also gave the writer some breathing time, so it didn't feel like they were having to rush, because it don't make no sense. Like, what, My Hero Academia season 7 came out about two years ago. The last episode, it is 2023, and we still ain't got nothing from My Hero Academia. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, it just
I don't know.
yeah.
And yeah, you're right. It did flush out the side characters. Yeah, it gave characters that you would have never thought some arcs, something to do. You know, I like some of my favorite filler stuff was from Dragon Ball Z. Yu-Gi-Oh, that kind of stuff, because you got to see side characters do stuff. Get mad at Naruto all you want to. Yeah, there was some filler that you can get out of, but I remember one filler arc that focused on Anko, big breasted snake bitch. But now she's, ooh, boy, wow, yikes, and Baruto hates women.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Classic Sailor Moon filler did flush out the almost every character. Yeah,
Yep.
because you would have never got that in the manga. Because if you look at the manga, especially with Sailor Moon, I think that's the problem with the new Sailor Moon stuff. Is, yes, it's giving me the animation that I want. It's giving me the designs that I was hoping the other Sailor Scouts got. Because that was my problem with the last season of Sailor Moon, was the other characters kind of felt thrown to the side. But the problem with the new one is that they have because some of the arcs were so short in the manga, that they only had enough where they can animate 2 movies out of it, and then we get to the final arc, and the final arc is so short too that you can put it into a movie. That's a problem. And that's another thing that we're running into, is that these manga arcs are so short that they don't have enough to animate it into a show, that sometimes some of this shit got to be into a movie. That is definitely a problem. Yes, I love the Bleach Zambato filler arc. I love that shit. The only problem with Bleach is that when the Bleach fillers is that they would put the filler in during the time that they had caught up to Kubo at the time. So I understand everybody's frustration, but now that the Bleach anime is out, what I would do is in releases is I would retitle some of the episodes. So before the Waco Mundo arc, I would have all of the filler arcs before after the Soul Society stuff. And then once those filler arcs are done, then bam, you get to the Ronkar and the fake Koro Town thing, and then maybe one more filler after Ichigo and them leave, give up his powers or whatever, and then you go into the next the next arc. You need to do something because that's what these new shonen animes. That's why a lot of them are ending so long. Boruto is a negative zone. I don't really like Boruto. I ain't gonna lie. Like, it's not interesting to me. And have you seen the Resident Evil Death Island movie? I did see that. And if you ask me, I think they should just make that shit a fucking game. My personal opinion. Full Metal Alchemist filler arcs had some good episodes. Yeah,
saying that
they sure did.
The lust fillers were the best. That's just that
Yeah, I
whole
love
tragedy right there.
I love like I don't care what nobody say to this day. I prefer the original Full Metal over Brotherhood. I like what Brotherhood did. I do.
I didn't like that ending. That ending, or I mean that final fight. I was like, wow, that's it.
Which one?
The
you talking about the final fight against Father?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, against Father, where it was more like Edward, Full Metal, finish him. You know,
that
that
wasn't
shit.
that
But
wasn't
I enjoyed what the original Full Metal Alchemist did because it proved it kept reminding us of the quote, the motto of Full Metal Alchemist: equivalent is change. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
What was the fucking, I can't think of the goddamn quote. Fucking, I'm drawing a blank on the goddamn. Damn it! I mean, why am I drawing a blank?
Berserk 97.
Because remember,
yeah.
Because remember, because Edward died. Edward got killed, and then Al sacrificed his life to bring him back with the Philosopher's Stone.
Yeah.
And then equivalent exchange happened, and then Edward finally realized how to bring his brother back, but at the cost of him going to that other side, going to the other side where he's in our world during World War II.
Yep.
And then when they brought Alphonse back, they didn't he didn't have his memories of everything that was going on, and then they were trying to search for Edward, but then we realized that Edward is in our world during World War II. That was really interesting. And then the series ended with both of them reflecting on equivalent exchange and how their journey, how everything happened with their journey. And then they had that movie. They did that movie, Quest of Shambhala. The only thing is that I was mad about is that when Winry and Edward didn't have their happy ending together. That was my issue, but it's whatever. But
Dante.
Like I said, I enjoyed the original Full Metal, and honestly, I think the original Full Metal is way better than Brotherhood. I think Dante in Full Metal was a better villain than Father. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's coming back. Yep.
Father was some shit. Father wasn't all that, honestly. It was just
no, he wasn't. No.
It was like, oh wow, the final villain who just been sitting on his ass the whole time and up until now, and now that he got his final form, it's up to everybody to defeat him. Wow, that's it. And then he only had his body for like 2 days, and then he died. Ooh. So yeah, like I said, I can tell you to this day, I would prefer the original Full Metal and how everything transpired with that one more so than anything else.
Yeah, and Omega, I have seen Vendetta, but I haven't seen Death Island. I'll be honest, I'm more of a Degeneration. I'm more of a Degeneration fan. I know.
Death Island is actually on Netflix right now.
Really?
Yeah,
it would make sense because Netflix did make Death Island, right?
You mean Vendetta? I mean,
Vendetta?
all of the all of the Resident Evil movies are on Netflix to watch, and I'm talking about including the anime ones, the animated computer ones.
Okay, but here's the thing though: do they actually have the one that's like made back all the way back like in the 90s as well? Do they have that one?
I said all of them. That's why I just said.
Nah, because there's one that they don't really count, but it is basically
they don't
first.
Really count. Which one?
Let me find it.
Because most of the Resident Evil stuff besides live action wise is animated.
Let me find it. because
Let's see.
what is it called? What is it called? Damn it!
Because they got the Resident Evil show, they got Death Island, they got Infinite Darkness, they have
Aha, here it
God damn
is.
it. Fuck,
Here it is.
not Underworld. I
Biohazard
didn't ask for
4D
Underworld.
Executor.
Which one?
That's what it's called. It's Biohazard 4D Executor.
Let's see.
It was made in 2000.
Let me see if they have that one.
They probably don't.
Biohazard. Oh, Full Metal Alchemist, the movie Quest of Shambhala. Yes, I love that movie. Is better than that Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood movie, Something of the Stars. I was like, oh, get this shit out of here. Did you see that movie?
I didn't even know they had movies, bro. I'll be honest.
Wait, you didn't know that? You didn't know that? Wait, you didn't know that Full Metal had two movies? The first Full Metal Alchemist movie was the wrap up to the Full Metal series.
Shit, I know I didn't. I legit did.
I'm gonna need you to watch Quest of Shambhala because that Quest of Shambhala actually ended the original series.
Okay.
Oh, I hate Yashihime. Yashihime was so stupid. Yashihime was stupid. No, Yashihime was dumb.
Yeah, you don't see it, do you?
Let me see. I don't think so. Hold on.
Yeah, that's the one.
You said Blood Hazard.
Biohazard 4D.
Oh shit!
Executor.
I put Blood Hazard. Oh God. God, no wonder they're probably looking at my jacket, my dumb ass. Okay, wait, Biohazard. No, not the video game. What is this? But you said Biohazard something?
Biohazard 4D, like 4D, not like the letter 4. I mean the number 4, letter 4. What the fuck? The number 4 and then a D.
All 4D Executor.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Let me see. All right, hold on. All right, because see, that's why I'm spelling shit wrong. That's probably why they were like, we don't know what the fuck you talking about. Oh, so Blood Hazard is a knockoff. So it's not a real Resident Evil movie.
It's not really. It's not canon, but it's big. I count it as like their first one because they were kind of testing the waters with it, and then it was interesting.
Oh, well, then no wonder because it's not part of the canon though. So that's why
it's not.
I mean, like it. That no wonder they ain't gonna have it because I said they have all the Resident Evil movies.
Let's be honest though; those live actions are not part of the canon as well.
No, what I'm saying is like they're not gonna have it because they don't consider it you know what I mean? They don't consider it Resident Evil.
I consider it Resident Evil. Shit.
Executioner.
That's a good one. I mean, honestly, the way how everything progresses.
Yeah, of course they're not gonna have it because that makes sense because they have all of the Resident Evil stuff, but they don't have this one because it's not considered Resident Evil. That's why it's not on Netflix because it's not part of Resident Evil. If they have all of the live action movies, they have all the animated movies, and they have the show. Then why would they have 40 whatever if that
because
was
it is part of Capcom. That's why I was saying like it's part of it's.
No. I'm saying it's probably not part of. Oh no, I'm saying what I'm saying is since they don't consider that part of the Resident Evil series, like when you look up the film series, they don't consider this movie as a Resident Evil movie. So I'm saying is Netflix got the rights to all of Resident Evil. They probably don't have rights to this one because this one isn't considered a Resident Evil movie. You get what I'm saying?
No, I get what you're saying. It's just that, I mean, still, I wouldn't, honestly, it's like 30 minutes long or something like that. But,
and that means we can probably watch it on YouTube. That means we can probably watch it on YouTube, maybe. Right?
Yeah, that's something you can find on
I think
YouTube.
that yeah.
But I gotta give it his due
Let's see.
respect
What do you
because
guys
that's
think of
good.
Show Tucker? What do I think of Show Tucker? Ugh. We're not going to talk about Show Tucker. All right.
I'm good. I'm
We're
gonna
not
ignore
going to talk
that.
about Show Tucker. Have you watched Kishaya San Dragon Maid? No, never heard of it.
Okay, what? Okay, what? Who now? Oh,
Huh?
Kobayashi-san Dragon. Yeah, I've seen it.
Nope.
I've seen it.
I never even heard of it.
I,
Mm-mm.
I'm pretty
I'm
sure you
sorry.
look it up. I'm pretty sure you've seen it. Seen a bit of it.
Uh, hold on, let me see. Gotta Coach Shobio.
The anime Resident Evil. Yeah, show took. Okay.
Show Tucker is the birth of a meme. Yeah, we know. Let's see. No, never seen them before. Nope, never. I never seen this before. Honestly, not one bit.
I'm surprised.
When did it come out? Is the question.
That's like 2018, maybe 2017, maybe. I don't know.
2013. That explains it. And
The
it started
anime?
Crunchyroll.
No. Kobayashi.
I'm looking at it right now. It's saying it premiered in 2013. I mean,
There's
yeah,
no fucking
2013.
way. There's no fucking way.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way
It's
it
based
came
off
out
of a
20.
video game. It's based off of a video game.
Okay. Yeah, but I mean like I'm talking about like the anime. That's what I was talking about, the anime. I know the
That's
anime
what
came out.
I'm telling you. I'm looking at it and it
No
says
fucking way, dude.
it's saying 2000. It's saying 2013.
I'm seeing it too. Oh, what? No.
Yep.
Here it is. Uh, let's see. It premiered in winter.
2013.
It premiered April 6th, 2017. The anime, I mean.
Okay, but what I'm saying is the series started
Yeah,
in
the series.
it was licensed in 2013. So I mean it's still not that long, it's still not that old of a series. So that's what I'm saying. Since I wasn't watching 2010 animes, I wouldn't have known nothing about this because it's a 2010 anime. I'm tired of Black Clover. It didn't catch me. You don't have to. You don't have to like Black Clover.
No, we're not talking about Ruby. We're not talking about that mess, please.
Oh
Please, I
God, no.
don't got the patience
God,
for
no.
that. I don't have the patience for
Ruby
that.
died when the creator died.
Yeah, and they just
And they decided to make it some LGBT shipping shit. So no thanks. I'm good.
don't get me started on that.
Once they made Yang and that other bitch gay, I said, well, I'm done. I'm like, no, I'm not even about this life.
Bro, you can literally tell that Blake still kind of like wanted to be with Adam, but just how fucked up
Both
he
of them
was.
had male lovers. That's the thing that didn't make any sense. Both of them had male love interests, and then all of a sudden, they not into them no more.
Yeah,
No,
and then they also and Sun, and she was also in the Sun, and she aloof about it, but she Ruby had main villain. Ruby, no, you guys got me fucking talking about this show. No, I'm not talking about it. No, I'm not talking about this show. You're gonna get me started. Please, no.
I mean, did you not enjoy Ruby and Justice League?
Stop. No, I don't want to talk about it. What don't you understand?
But you watched it, right?
No, because I'm not gonna
Yes.
watch something that's shit. I already know it's gonna be shit. I already knew it was gonna be bad.
All right. No,
But
okay.
no,
I'm just making sure.
No, seriously though. Yeah, after the whole Yang and Blake thing, I was just I was like, if it wasn't dead then, it sure as hell was dead by that time, right there. That
And
was
then what was it? But even before they became lovers, it was kind of crazy because like two of the volumes had the entire team separated from each other. So it just
yeah,
didn't make any sense that all of a sudden Yang and Blake start liking each other. I was like, when y'all didn't even see each other for like 2 years. I mean, well, I'm saying 2 years for us, but I don't know how many months it was. But the team was separated from each other for months.
yeah, for months.
So
It
now y'all get back together, and all of a sudden y'all like each other. It's the same shit with Korra and Asami. Bitches, y'all ain't seen each other in 3 years, but because y'all wrote letters to each other, that means y'all like each other. No, no, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Get the hell out of here
no,
with that shit.
yeah, it was just even the fact it was even the fact that the way how I mean they killed Adam Torres. I'm like, dude, are you he fucking dies like that? Are you serious? I mean before he came back in volume 3, the only thing that we knew about him was the black trailer and how he was taking out fucking the fucking robots one by one. It was basically, he was plotting a fucking terrorist attack. But then when he shows up in volume
Mhm.
3 and he does that awesome ass fucking, that took off her fucking arm and shit, we're like, okay, we're getting serious. We're getting real serious now. Then it just went downhill. I'm just like, what are you doing? And then the way how they made him like some creepy, like weird ass obsession, like he's obsessed with Blake and everything. I was like, no. I would definitely put him like him feeling a certain type of way, like, yeah, you left me, but that's okay. I'm gonna fucking kill you. Not this weird as like I need you and all that, like some just the average shit. I don't know, man. That's some. God damn it! I'm told you guys not to have me talk about this shit. Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Hmm.
But it is what it is. I'm sorry. We gonna stop. We gonna stop talking about it. Let's get it back on to Marvel Spider-Man 2 because that's what we was really supposed to be talking about, and we done got sidetracked.
Well, that's what happens when you talk about anime and all
Yeah,
that.
you're right about that one. So Marvel Spider-Man 2, what did you think?
All I gotta,
Give me your
all,
thoughts.
I mean, besides making three videos about that game and how people are basically trying to say to me like, "Oh, it's a good." It's like how can you say it's not a good game when you haven't played it? I was like, I don't have to play a shit product in order to review it when I know it's shit.
You're right.
I mean,
No, it's the same thing about Last of Us Part 2 when they were trying to tell us
and
that.
that's
I'm
what
like,
and that's what I was gonna say right there. It's like I don't have to play. It's just like I didn't have to play Last of Us Part 2 to know that it's shit. Ever since they confirmed, ever since they started false flagging YouTubers because of fucking memes. That's how you
yeah,
knew it was real.
yeah, yeah.
I'm not.
Because if it wasn't real, why would you care about our opinions and feelings on it?
Yeah,
You know?
literally false flagging people because of memes. Wow. But anyway,
Yeah.
I had a lot to say
No,
in
I
those.
mean, I hate it.
Yeah, I mean, I had
I
a lot to
hated it.
say in those videos.
Well, summarize what you want to say to the audience about it because you know me, I'm just celebrating the fact that it failed. It
I just,
failed in
yeah,
your face. In your faces, we told you. Because they did all that virtue signaling and they won absolutely nothing. You, sir, have lost. Good day, sir. I said good day.
yeah, I drink your milkshake basically. Because to summarize it, I just when I saw that they were doing, and this is one of the red flags, one of the biggest red flags of indicators that they're going to try and bring in other villains, is that they start killing off the old villains, even though they're iconic for a reason,
Mhm.
and you're not showing us how they died. So, but you will definitely keep the MJ scenes, but you won't let us play as Craven and kill these, hunt these other villains and kill them. I mean,
Mhm.
what the hell? Why would you favor MJ scenes over playing as Craven, potentially playing as Craven, or having more Venom scenes.
or even
Why would
having
you
a
do
longer
that?
time with Venom,
Yeah,
or even having a longer time with Venom.
that's dumb. That's stupid.
And then I heard that when they discovered that we figured out a way to play as Venom, free roam and stuff like that, they patched that shit out
I
too.
didn't
And
even
I was
know
like,
that. I
yeah,
didn't even know that.
apparently there was a glitch in the game that allows you to fully play as Venom in the game, free roam and everything. And then they took it out. They patched it out. So you're only playing as Venom in that little bit, and then that's it. You're going back to playing as Mary Jane, Peter, and Miles. You know? So I don't know. I mean, like I said, I'm happy because it proves it's proven that you can virtue signal all you want all day long, and that doesn't mean anything because money talk at the end of the day and bullshit walks, you know. And then it makes you wonder, like, remember when they said that, oh, Spider-Man 2 is the fastest selling Sony game or whatever. I'm like,
They always say that.
okay,
They
y'all
always
always say
say
that
that.
though, because the game is only out for PlayStation 5. But my thing is, it's funny how they were saying how that's successful, but then they were trying to say that Final Fantasy 16 was a failure, even though it was the fastest selling Final Fantasy game from the PlayStation games. Like, you know, because all the other Final Fantasy 7 remake, that was on another console. But yet Final Fantasy 16 still sold a lot of thing, but Square Enix was saying that it was failure because y'all trying to recuperate from all of those mistakes with the Avenger
Yeah.
and Guardians and that Forspoken game. You can't put all of that on Final Fantasy
Oh,
16. That's not Final Fantasy 16's fault. You
yeah.
know, it's
All
not
I'm gonna
Final
say,
Fantasy 16 that y'all fucked up.
yeah. No, all I gotta say is that when Final Fantasy 15, yes, I understand that Final Fantasy 15 was released on every platform, but when Final Fantasy 15 during its release window of a month or 2 months compared to 16's release window, Final Fantasy
It sold
15
on
did
every
a lot
console.
better. It did a lot better. Uh, it also did a lot better than
Yeah,
Final Fantasy 7 remake. That's crazy. So
yeah.
this is a problem that's persisted before 16 came out. It's like, how are you telling
Yeah,
me a
I
game
mean
that
it is. It's just that every time PlayStation. What? I'm so sorry. I thought you. It seemed like you were saying something, but you had went out. My bad. What were you
oh no,
saying?
no, I'm
You
not.
there?
It's better for me not even talk about that because I'm a Square Enix guy.
Hello.
Well, I was a Square Enix guy. I just anyway. Let's get back to Spider Man because I'm gonna get a sidetrack.
I mean, I like Square Enix for what it is. I like Square Enix for what it is, but I understand why people are upset at the Final Fantasy VII remake thing. But I always told people, if you guys paid attention to what they saying, they had told you that they wanted to add things in there that they weren't able to add in the original game because they said it's a remake. They didn't say it was a remastered. And I was like, well, technically, you're right. You are definitely right. So I do blame us because we were excited about Final Fantasy VII, and don't get me wrong, I understand you wanted a remake where it has the good graphics and play like the old Final Fantasy VII. But once they said that there were things that they had to omit from the original Final Fantasy VII, I say that means they're going to expand on the Final Fantasy VII and they're going to do a little bit of new things. But I don't feel like I was cheated out of Final Fantasy VII because I knew that they were going to add more things to it. The only thing that I understand, I mean, I understand why people was upset was because they wanted a real remake. But at the same time, and this is not even Square fault. This is not even Square fault. This is video game marketing fault because every remake before Square Enix did their remake stuff, a lot of these remakes have only been like remakes, like it's true remakes, but they take out or they omit certain things or they add new things. So I'm never surprised by a remake. Now, if it was a remastered edition of Final Fantasy VII, oh, we're doing a remastered, then I would expect Final Fantasy VII remastered to be the exact same game back in the day. But when it's a remake, I know that they're going to add, expand, take out things, or change a few things. But I'm glad they didn't cheat us out of like, oh, we're not going to play as these characters or whatever. They want to tell Final Fantasy VII story, but they also want to add a few twists to it, because they said they don't want to just give us just Final Fantasy VII. They want to add things that they weren't able to do, and just surprise us a little bit. And I get it. I respect that. I do. I respect Square for doing that, because at least they admitted it. At least they wasn't trying to hide it. So I don't understand why everybody acting like, oh, they lied to us about Final Fantasy VII. No, they flat out told us what the fuck they were doing with Final Fantasy VII. It's just that we have such a hard on for Final Fantasy VII that we was ignoring everything they were telling us about Final Fantasy VII. They said it in several interviews, because Neon was trying to say from Clownfish TV, he was trying to sit up here and say that that Final Fantasy VII remake was a bait and switch. No, it wasn't. We still got to play as Cloud. We still got to play as all the characters or whatever. They told you that the first part of the game was going to be focused on Midgar, because if people don't remember, the original Final Fantasy VII was in 3 discs. People don't remember that. So yeah, 3 discs. So technically, it does make sense why Final Fantasy VII is made in 3 different parts, because the original game was so big that they had to put it on 3 discs at the time. I'm just saying. But I don't like how Square Enix was putting all of the hopes and dreams on Final Fantasy 16, knowing that they fucked up with Lara Croft, they fucked up with Marvel's Avengers, they fucked up with Guardians of the Galaxy, and they fucked up with Soft Spoken, and yet you thought Final Fantasy 16 was supposed to help y'all? Hell no. Final Fantasy 16 was like, hold on, motherfuckers, we a brand new game. We can't do all the heavy lifting around here, In my opinion, Nintendo's lousy online service, and the fact that they don't do enough to preserve legacy games, but they have a formula that works. Yeah, that's true. Final Fantasy 16 is our shit. Final Fantasy 16, from what I played so far, it's not bad. I'm enjoying it.
No, it's not bad.
But it's not bad at all. It's a different Final Fantasy game. Honestly. Oh, did I tell you guys I beat Final Fantasy 15? But I was like, should I do y'all even care if I make a review video about it?
Honestly, I'll be honest. I want to hear it from you after this, because I'm a 15 historian. I'm deep with 15, bro. So
what?
I'm like, all I can say is that I've been with 15 since it was versus 13, and man, if I were to talk about all that, it'll be
we're gonna have to.
Yeah, we're gonna have to say that
definitely do another stream about that one. We're definitely about to do a stream about Final Fantasy 15. Because
I love it.
Because we can be here all day, and I already know I gotta wrap this up in a minute. Yes, I did see South Park Penderverse put a chick in it, make her black, and make her gay. Classic.
The memes are priceless.
Classic. Yes. But yes, Marvel Spider-Man 2. It sucked. The story was lousy. It was predictable. Gameplay was the same as the first game. So if you played that game and Miles Morales, you knew you were going to get that. The characters look ugly in Spider-Man 2. I hate that they killed almost all of Spider-Man's original villains, because now what's going to happen with the third game?
We're gonna get Miles. Okay, we're gonna get Miles.
That's not that many. That's not that many villains. Well, you're going to have to. You ain't got no choice. And I mean, luckily, I've been reading the comic books, so there are a collection of Miles Morales villains that we can work with, but it's still not that much. It ain't that damn much to really work on. But
I don't know any of his villains.
It is what it is. Well, besides his uncle, of course.
Yeah, that's it. Wow. God.
Yeah. But it is what it is. I just think Marvel Spider-Man 2 deserve not to win anything. Oh, and I'm glad that comic book retailers are standing up to everything that's going on too as well. I'm glad that comic book retailers are standing up to these comic book pros and letting them know too. That was another thing that I meant to talk about right quick, but it is what it is. Because that comic book guy, he was talking about it, and then the comic book pros tried to attack him, but we all stood up against him and was like, "Nah, fuck that, fuck y'all. Y'all been telling us terrible stories for a long time as well." Yes, Spider-Man 2 did not grab my interest. I don't really care if Santa Claus is black or whatever. It doesn't matter. It's just the spirit of the holidays. Traditionally, keep Santa Claus white, honestly. But if you put a black person in there, that's fine. Just don't focus on the fact that he's black. You know what I mean? Web of Shadows and Edge of Time are better than Spider-Man 2. Yes, they are. You guys heard of Sweet Baby Inc., the ones who done Spider-Man 2. Yes, I heard Sweet Baby Inc. is the CEO is this black woman, and she's like, in order to work with us, they're a firm that you hire to go over your video game strips and stuff like that, to include black women, diversity, LGBT themes in your video game, to make it sure it's marketable for you in order for you to get money from them. If you don't do that, then you won't get any money from them, which I think that's stupid anyway, because nobody cares about diversity and inclusion. Did you hear they might race swap Hercules?
No.
Yes, I did. I did.
Know.
Michael B. Jordan might be Hercules for Disney's Hercules. Yeah.
Wow.
I know. Spider-Man Shattered Dimension looks better. Shattered Dimensions was better. Spider-Man 2's is the worst game, as they destroyed Mary Jane. Well, it's something that destroyed Mary Jane from the beginning when they made her a fucking playable character and they make her a knockoff Lois Lane. But like I said, my thoughts on Spider-Man 2 is it's a glorified sequel, just like God of War Ragnarok was, The Last of Us Part 2. And I'm glad that it didn't win anything. And I'm glad that comic book retailers are finally able to stand up against everybody. And those are really my thoughts on it. But I have to go right about now. So I'm about to close this out for sure. Dr. Hino, you got one more thing to say to everybody before we leave?
Yeah, just don't be a shill and enjoy actual good entertainment. That's all I gotta say.
Yes. Rosalind, games on the Switch I recommend. The Mega Man Battle Network collection and anything Mario. All right, great. Guys, y'all have a good one. We'll try to stream next time. Maybe me and Hino will talk about some Final Fantasy 15.
y'all real
thanks for joining our stream, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.
Later.
Yeah.